right, streaming time. Get some stuff done today. We got so many repairs to catch up on because I took Carl out of the store for a little while. We had a little bit of a dip in getting repairs done. Now we are way behind, and so we got to catch up. There's not room on the repair shelf to put repairs. What are we supposed to do about that? Tell you what we're gonna do. We're gonna make some room by doing some repairs, and we're gonna do the ones that take up the most space on the drop-off shelf, so that we can make space, so that they stop putting new drop-offs on my desk right in my face. Also, we have a Brendan today.
I'm here.
He's here. He just had to step out for a second. Come say hi, Brendan.
Everybody, I'm ready for this.
It's gonna be a good time. We're gonna have fun. We have fun doing fun things or whatever. Let's go do the thing. So we can go through the list and see who's been here the longest out of these PS5s. Got PS5 HDMI for a guy named Davey. Let's go check it out. Find it on oh, there.
Bless you, sir.
Yeah, PS5. Sure, I'm not a crazy person. Yeah. His personal information from the camp. So you guys don't see what's going on. Here we go. Switch it up. Brandon, what are you working on over there, buddy?
I've got these two PS5 TMRs that need to be installed for their new little sticks. So I've got both of these to do. Yeah, these will be super simple, super fun. These are one of my favorite things to do.
They used to be an absolute nightmare. You got the hang of it. Trial and error, lots of practice. Oh, we got a Steve. What is up, Steve?
Hey, Steve.
How you doing, homie? Yeah, so we got... I'm not wearing the kind of thing that you can hook a mic to easily, so I was putting it up here and cranking the volume, but maybe that's not working. I don't know. I did just bump it up a little bit, so let me know if that helps. Nate says, hey, do one of y'all want to help me swap my Steam Deck back? Aren't you supposed to be coming in here to do that? Come on over. We'll help you out. We talked about this, didn't we? I can hold your hand if you need, but honestly, they're very simple. I'm confident you can get it. Oh, he's on his way. We're going to have Nate in the stream, guys.
Hey.
Yeah, Nate the stream. Steve says yard work sucks.
Yeah, hell yeah, it does.
Yeah. Can relate. This guy put a bunch of numbers with the notes. Oh, I can tell you why. Alright. Tear down. Did the pre-test, make sure everything's firing on. I don't like to plug in anything to the HDMI port when it was physically damaged, which it definitely did, so we didn't do a full display test. When there's physical damage to the port, you need a new port regardless. But I do like to make sure that it turns on and goes to the white lights. It doesn't just sit on blue forever. Because sometimes that can mean there's more issues than just the HDMI. And I'd like to know that before I tear it apart, because I don't want to have to sit around and wonder, did I break it? It's never a good question to have to ask yourself. So how's life been, fellas? Anything new and exciting in y'all's lives, in y'all's worlds today? If anybody was watching on Thursday, you know what's new and exciting in my life. Happy to answer questions about it too. Is that microphone picking up the Is it picking up the fume extractor? Let me know if you guys are hearing a loud sound in the background. If I got to change up the mics, I'll change up the mics. But it seems like our like never-ending problem is bad audio. But there is not a solution for that. Steve, how much of the road trip did you watch? I know you were there for at least some of it. Brandon was there for the whole thing.
That was a fun time watching you guys freak out the whole time. You're like, dude, I don't know.
Dude, by the time I got home, I was so drained. There was a point where, like, I felt legitimately depressed. Like, I thought I had ruined the car.
Yeah.
And I'll tell you, it wasn't a good feeling.
Well, the thing is that you'll eventually look back on that with fondness because the brain makes you forget all the bad times.
Is that how that works?
Yeah.
Thanks, brain.
That's why women, when they're pregnant and they give birth, their brain makes them forget how much it sucked to give birth. That's why they're willing to have more kids.
For real?
Yeah, that's a whole thing. That's like a thing. Like your brain makes you forget the bad stuff, right? Unless it's super, super traumatic and like it hurts you, it usually is like, okay, you're good. That's why road tripping's fun, because it's like you never really look back on it with anything other than fondness.
Let's see. Steve says his mom didn't forget. He was 10 pounds, 14
Jeez,
ounces.
oh my God.
Holy, that is huge.
It's giving birth to like a 10-year-old.
Yes, seriously. You're a big boy. Still are, kind of. Oh, right? Steve's taller than me.
Steve's pretty tall.
Taller. If you want to have kids someday or no? Personal questions here at the Changerz After Hours stream.
Steve, what is the meaning of life?
Can you teach me how to be a good person?
We're getting philosophical tonight.
Who was more correct, Fonda or Smith? He says 42.
I mean, that's always the answer.
Crap, Steve, what's the question to life then? What's you know the answer to life? What's the question? No, it wasn't 21 times 2. I think it was 6 times 7. Is that 42?
Something like that.
Yeah. It's 6 times 7, I think, in the books.
I just remember dolphins. That's all I remember.
Thanks for all the fish. Yep.
That's one of Emily's favorite books.
Is it?
Yeah, she loves Hitchhiker's Guide.
Did she like or hate the movie adaptation?
I can't remember. I don't remember what her feelings on the movie was. I just remember she really loves the books. And as someone who reads a lot, that means something because she reads so many books. She also said The Shining is one of the best books ever written.
Ever written?
Yeah. She said just the way that it's written and the way it makes you feel.
In which way?
She said it was just, I'd have to ask her because she was just explaining this the other day, and I go, she's like, that's the one book that if I could make you read it, I'd make you read it.
Why did you read it?
Because I'm not a reader. I'm a video game player. I'm a video game connoisseur, you know?
But you could audiobook it while you're working.
I could, but the problem is that I don't want to. I like to listen to music and stuff. And an audiobook will take up that time, you know?
Right with that. It would be pointless to fight with that.
The only audiobook I've actually ever listened to was The Way of Kings by Brandon Sanderson. And that was like a 40-hour audiobook. I was like, I think I'm done with audiobooks. I don't want to have to do this. Actually, that's a lie. There's another one that was an audiobook exclusive that was about like fantasy, but like with a corporate setting. And so like there was like stocks and investment in this fantasy world where they would like bet on hordes of treasure. And like when the hordes would come back, if you put in investments into these adventurers to do it, like and like secure the horde, you would get a portion of the investment based off of your contribution. Is a pretty neat premise.
Steve says check out Dungeon Crawler Carl. I've heard good things about that one. Are you thinking of movie?
Is that an audiobook? Is that what we're
It's on audiobook. There's an actual book too.
See, I do enjoy reading. So I say I don't like reading. I'm reading Game of Thrones, so
okay.
I'm just very slowly doing it.
Over the course of
and I've never watched the show, but I recently just spoiled something for myself. And I'm a little salty.
You got like a clip from the show popped up on one of your
Well, it was
feeds?
actually, so it was one of those things where I was watching like YouTube shorts, and YouTube shorts popped up with like something related to Game of Thrones, but I didn't realize until it was too late. And then it was like basically it spoiled something that I hadn't gotten to yet, but I kind of had an idea that it was going to happen, so I'm not super upset about it.
I like to listen to Japanese audiobooks, but enough time to do that again. Gotta brush up, gotta keep my skills fresh. My mic is still not picking at all. I'll leave it over here. Try it again. This friggin' thing. Let's put it right. You know what?
Just eat it.
It's going on the beard. We got a beard mic today. Because why not?
Why not?
Why not at this point? If it works, it works. Million and one screws on this dang thing. It's actual torture. Steve was about to go get a Bluetooth speaker so he could hear us. The problem is that like OBS tells me that it's distorting our audio when it's like at negative 14.5, and it's like I don't know what to do about that. It redlines like that red line, and again there it keeps redlining and telling me that it's distorting, but it's not coming through loud, and I don't know why that would be. Something about the way that it works. I don't know. Saying no distortion. Okay, well, I'll red light it the whole freaking day then.
That's right.
Just let it go all day. I don't care. If it starts to distort, let me know though. If you're getting like crunchies or anything, then I can take it back down. But for now, just cranking it. Wait a minute.
Full send, as the kids say.
Maybe not cranking it. That's not the right word.
Somebody used all my IPA. And then they didn't put any more in.
Kay says the software is gaslighting us. All right. I'll keep it nice and loud for you guys.
Gaslit. I got gaslit by my OBS.
That's when you light your farts on fire, right?
Wait, what? Hold up.
Gaslighting. It's a good quality time. How's it going, Kay?
Hi, Kay. Hello. Hello, Governor. I'll be Carl for a minute. Top of the morning to you. Cheerio. It's actually posh Carl. It's not real Carl.
Posh Carl?
Yeah. Hello, good sir. Please. Would you like some cheese with your wine?
Do you have any Grey Poupon? Kay's playing Dark Souls 3 over there.
Oh, hell yeah. What boss are you on?
You don't always have to be at a boss.
Dude, Dancer of the Boreal Valley.
That was Dark Souls 3?
Yeah. That was the one that almost made me just go, I'm
What up,
out.
Nate? Nate's here.
Hey there, handsome. What's up, buddy?
Would you like a microphone?
Sure.
There you go.
What are you guys working on?
I'm trying to get the line space cleared up, so I'm doing all the PS5 HDMIs I can tonight. There's no room, dude. That we filled up the entire rack, and then we made space on the bottom and filled that up. And then people were putting them in chairs and stuff. So I'm like, yeah. And so I moved some stuff. I made some room. There's still a bunch over there. So I'm just gonna try to hammer through as many as I can before the night's over. You're welcome to pull up that blue chair and take Carl's desk. If you want to do me a favor, just put those Joy-Cons somewhere safe. Just off to the side or whatever. I might do them tonight. If not, it'll be in the morning.
Yeah, that's okay. I remember I told them like Monday or Tuesday. So.
Okay. It makes sense to me. Dude, how'd you hold up yesterday, man? You were running solo.
I survived.
Make it through?
I think one good thing is that there weren't like any really massive trades.
Uh-huh.
Like we had some trades, but no like massive like 20-minute trades. So I was able to handle the line pretty good. So it wasn't too bad.
I always prefer small trades with high value items over. Well, I take that back. No, that's not true. I love getting buckets of stuff as long as it's not all like sports games or something.
Oh no, I do love getting like buckets of stuff. And there's like stuff in there too.
Yeah.
We did get a heart gold yesterday.
Oh, Emily wants one. Oh, shit. Did somebody already buy it?
Maybe? I don't know. I'm kind of curious. I bet
It's probably not there anymore.
Damn it. She was like, if you ever get one in, get it for me. And I was like, oh, okay.
By the way, Kay said she just started, so she's on the Deacons right now.
Oh, okay, yeah.
It's gone.
Damn it.
It was probably one of the first things to sell today, probably.
Goes straight to people's text messages.
Yeah, I need to get myself on the list for that so that way I can. Yeah, Emily wants that so bad. She was like, that was my favorite one.
I wonder if we still have that Shining Force 2 over there. I think my brother was looking for that one.
The Game Boy Advance game?
No, it was a Genesis.
Oh, okay. Possibly.
It was in the glass case. I'll take a look after the stream if I can remember. Try to remember on Friday, but you know how that goes.
Yeah.
Can never remember anything. It says we got 3 viewers, but I know we've got at least a K and a Steve. And Nate's not viewing anymore because he's here.
I'm also viewing.
Does it have me listed there?
No, it doesn't list the people, does it?
Not
on YouTube.
Oh, maybe I guess I don't know about YouTube. I know it does on Twitch. I have not streamed YouTube before.
Yeah, YouTube's got its own weird jankinesses, that's for sure.
Please wear finger gloves before removing the housing. Okay.
Finger gloves.
Yes, and it also came with some gloves.
As opposed to what kind of fingerless, I guess.
Fingerless gloves?
Fingerless gloves?
Palm gloves?
Wear gloves.
Or are they just little finger condoms?
No,
it's a whole glove.
They're like whole ass gloves.
Okay.
I don't know.
Let's see here. Oh, there's a Sam. Sam Stork is here.
Oh, it's so pretty.
Okay, so Nate, there is a camera. Where is it? Right there.
Is it this one?
Can you point it at your general direction?
Yeah, and it will.
That's the one. And you can just grab it and point it, and then hold it for a second. It should stay. And there you go. Now you're on the stream, and you're zoomed way the hell in. So we need to fix that. Let's
It's super zoomed in.
let's try this. We go, and sometimes that works. Nope. Try it again.
Time.
Does that work? Yeah, it worked.
Sweet.
You want to point it down probably just a little bit. Yep, there's a Nate
There.
today. We got a Nate.
There's the HDMI.
Wild Nate has appeared.
Kay says fingerless gloves is a look I think Tim. Oh, a look that I think Tim would do. I like it.
It's atomic purple.
It's pretty. Yep, so today, guys, Nate is doing a back shell swap on his Steam Deck. And me and Brendan are trying to hammer through the line as much as we can. Brendan's currently working on TMR stick replacements, some magnetic sticks for, is it a PS5 controller?
Yep, both are PS5 controllers, same
Two
customer.
PS5 controllers. And I am trying to hammer through just the actual PS5 consoles that are in for HDMIs because they take up a ton of space on our shelf. And our shelf is so full that they've started putting stuff directly on our workbenches. So, can't have that. Gotta get some space.
I think there were like 45 in queue yesterday.
They're at 69 now.
Oh,
Nice.
yeah, it's the funny number.
There were 49 yesterday.
Okay.
Is that what you said?
About 45.
45. So we had 24 drop-offs today.
Okay, maybe there were more than 45 yesterday.
That would be
Because when I
insane.
left, it was 43.
Okay.
And was Carl in it all this weekend? Maybe that would
Not
explain.
yesterday.
over the weekend.
Was he here at all over like Saturday? I know he's at a hockey game right now, so I didn't think he'd be here today.
No, he doesn't work on Saturdays. I think the last time Carl was in
He was on
before
or
the stream.
Tuesday.
He was here on
Oh, no, wait, he came in a bit on
Friday for
Thursday.
a little bit.
Or was it? Oh, yeah, Friday, because we went to go see that game.
Yeah.
Was he actually working, though? Or did he just come to hang?
I don't remember.
I mean, he looked at that 2DS, but that was about it.
Okay.
This came with a little screwdriver, too.
It's fun.
Yeah.
Sam Stork says, you killed it yesterday, Nate.
Yeah, the numbers were pretty good.
You call that a solo bolo?
Yeah, you did do a great job. You got some good stuff in, got some
sorry,
good stuff
put this
out
on
the
your
door.
It's okay. You sit off to the side. We can.
Got a 5-star
tend to just
review.
Spread
Is somebody
everything around.
tugging on our door right now? We're so closed. We are so closed, guys.
Want somebody?
Don't come to my store right now.
Yeah, probably.
We're busy.
Unless I know you personally.
And even then,
And even then,
lots of questioning.
let me rephrase that. Know you personally and like you.
Not
I can
just
think of a few
anybody.
people I know that I actually don't want showing up at my door right now, but
Or if you're a cop, we don't open the door for cops.
we don't stop for cops.
We don't stop for cops. I kept chuckling every time I'd say that to you.
Oh, Ian Plays is here. He says, hey guys, how y'all doing from your road trip? Wait, hold on. How you doing from your road trip? By the way, you guys got a copy of Sonic All-Stars Racing Transformed.
Maybe.
I'll have to check.
Depending on what system.
I can check on in the computer, but the computer lies sometimes. It's really useful. So in order to know the answer to that, I have to go out there and visibly look and see if it's out there. But as far as coming back from the road trip, I am I slept since then, so that's good. And the car didn't die and give up on the way back. So
It just ran out of gas.
There was a period in time during the trip where we thought we had blown the engine because it was lurching and jumping all over the place. And whenever we idled, it would get really, really rough. It seemed like it was misfiring, and it would die anytime we idled it unless I held the gas on. And so I thought maybe we had blown one of the cylinders or something. But it turns out it was fine. It actually recovered. It was just gas from California with all of its weird special California additives to help with the emissions. That California gas literally made our engine act like it was dying. And then, yeah, we for those of you who watched the stream but did not follow up on socials afterwards, we did run completely the hell out of gas about a mile out of Beaver and had to do the walk of shame to go get a gas can and refill the thing. It was an adventure. Hey, Danny's here. What's up, Danny?
Hi, Danny.
But yeah, definitely enough adventure to last me a while. Kay says fill more in Beaver. Yeah, we definitely went to the gas station after we got the car running and filled it all the way up on that 91 octane Utah Premium, the real gas. But now I've got a list of gas stations in Utah that don't do ethanol, just so that I can be absolutely sure not to completely wreck my engine, because it's very angry whenever you put anything that it doesn't like in there. And yeah, and then I got it home and I replaced a bunch of vacuum hoses and sprayed a lot of what is it called, evapo rust on some of the metal components in the engine bay that were a little rusty. And now she's looking pretty dang good, and she's working great. And then there was actually I got a 3D printed part in the engine now. I designed and printed my own part, because there's a MAP sensor, so it's the manifold absolute pressure sensor. But on it says boost sensor for some reason. And then there's another sensor that is the actual boost sensor that tells, like, between what the engine manifold pressure and the boost pressure are at. It can tell the difference, and it controls the boost gauge, tells you how much turbo you're getting off of it, right? And that was being all janky, and we thought that the turbo itself was broken. Turns out the boost sensor, the actual boost sensor, not the one labeled boost sensor, the actual boost sensor is notorious for having bad solder joints. So I took it apart and resoldered 3 bits on it. And then the MAP sensor actually was held together by glue. Somebody had broken the little dangle down off that you plug the hose onto, and then had like glued it back on. And so when I was going through and replacing a bunch of the vacuum hoses, I went to go plug that hose into something, and the other end of it just fell off and let go. You can't get those sensors anywhere. There's nobody on eBay. There's nobody anywhere that's selling just that MAP sensor. You could, if you had $1,000 in your pocket, you could not get that sensor. So I had to 3D print a bracket to go on the bottom of that with a little channel running around that bracket that I could fill with a sealant. And then I printed a little nipple that you could plug the hose onto, and I used glue, like E6000 glue, to like stick it on there. And so now the MAP sensor has a little 3D printed bracket glued to the bottom of it so that you can actually plug the hose into it. And we missed a ton of chats while I was ranting there. So we've got, when are you going to make it carby? When I can afford to, hopefully soon, maybe a month or 2 tops, if everything goes well. Danny's playing Final Fantasy 14. Oh, Final Fantasy 14 GeoGuessr, even better. Roast Hunter will try to swatch another time work is calling. Oh, okay, maybe next time. Kay says Carby is low-key a great name for it. Ooh, Carby. I was gonna name it Poyo or something like that, but Carby is cool.
Ooh, Carby is good.
Danny's thrown off by the mic being in my beard. You missed the adventure leading up to that. We were struggling to get good audio, and this is the solution I've come up with. And Sam didn't notice it. All right, let's put an HDMI on this thing. I'll switch over to the microscope.
Oh, I think that camera crashed. It's frozen.
Which one?
The one over here.
It looks like it did. Let's turn it off and back on again. Yeah, deactivate and activate, and there it is. It's pointing at the back of my head, though.
Over here.
Turn on the don't get cancer button, and let's do this.
You have to pull out the thing.
I'm doing it. I'm in the
turned off
process.
the. Sorry, it wasn't a thing. I was just informing you, not directing you.
Oh my god, dude. It's chill. It's chill. There we go. Now y'all can probably see what I'm doing.
Danny asked, "Does it hurt?" It looks like it's pulling on your beard hairs.
I've had worse.
He likes a little tug, you know.
Dude, my kid used to yank the fuck out of my beard on a regular basis, dude. This is nothing. Absolutely nothing.
Yeah, Zelda used to do the same thing.
Yeah, that's what kids do, right? We'll set the hot air to 420-69. 420 Celsius, 69 airflow. And let's go. I'm going to have to move all this shit. Oh, don't want to burn that. Ah. And then let it do its thing. I need to adjust the brightness or something on here. Doo-doo-doo. Color correction. Gamma. Nope.
Do something.
Looking for.
Contrast.
There's a
Yeah.
little guy that we use for our
There we
PS5 controllers.
It's a little easier to see, right, guys?
Oh yeah.
Sam says, doing
look,
some experiments on
thing
my
came
Switch
with
1
the
to learn
kit,
about the Switch 2.
But it didn't come with any.
And Danny says, is the soldering, in the soldering world, would you like to guess what is my least favorite smell?
Cinnamon roll flux.
I'm not going to guess your least favorite smell. I'll just tell you mine, and we'll see if they line up. In the soldering world, my least favorite smell is probably burnt cockroach poop. That's the one that wins it for me. Steve says pug farts. But a close second would probably be when you smell hot dogs when you're soldering, because that means you're 1 or 2 seconds away from extreme pain because you're soldering your finger. And in a distant third place, I would say leaky capacitors, because they smell like rotten lobster.
That they do.
Yeah, very much. Is this melted yet? What are we doing?
What happened?
It's taking forever. Oh, it's good. It's good to go.
See if it's.
I don't know what happened to it.
I'm not sure what it looks like.
Just a small little black cord with a USB-C in the end.
Take the temperature down to 200.
Did my cord get stolen? Did somebody steal my cord?
It wasn't me.
Who set this thing to 427 degrees? What a weird.
It's a preset. So if you hit the preset button, it'll change it between like 320, 356, 3. It's really weird. And I don't know how to change it.
Oh, you know what? I bet you it's set to Fahrenheit presets.
And it just it changed over.
I just changed it to Celsius, and it didn't have Celsius presets.
Yeah,
That's my guess.
I was kind of thinking something like that, but I also didn't pay too much attention.
Somebody glue our scissors together? What the heck?
It's the flux on them.
We should clean them, man.
I do from time to time, and they still get nasty.
I guess that's just the way.
That's just the way it is.
Things are never gonna change.
Where did this go? It's just gone. How am I supposed to do my job? My stuff got thieved. Thieves, I tell you.
Like gypsies, tramps, and thieves?
Sure, whatever you said. I didn't hear it, really.
Okay. Probably for the best. Probably best for everyone.
I just don't know what happened to it. I think it was plugged in last time I was testing. Right before I left.
What is it you're looking for again?
My USB-C for my PS5 controllers.
Is it just a standard USB-C? Or
It's
no,
just
it's
a standard. It's got a USB-A on the one end and USB-C on the other.
Well, I mean, worst case scenario, you can go steal one from the front.
Steal it back?
It wasn't me. Maybe it was Sam.
Maybe. But
which
good to
one?
specify not.
But which one?
I'm not accusing the one Sam. I'm accusing the other one. And they'll never know which.
The one Sam.
A tip that has a big chunky end on it. That's our guy.
Oh, I should probably
Getting
take this
a bunch
SD
of
card
chats
out.
while we're here. Let's see here. We got can't stand the smell of flux. I couldn't imagine it could get worse. The gross fish smell that flooded the whole store when Carl was doing new caps. Yep. We got somebody said new. Oh, Sam said new scissors. Kay says, "Bro, I left with pockets of tools." Danny says, "Fish and Subway," and then Steve says, "I just got some USB-C rechargeable hand warmers for Ziggy's ears. What a lucky pug." That dog knows that he is loved. Guarantee it. And suck it up. Don't need to get all of it, but we're going to get what we can. Okay. Look how nasty it got. It got grody gross. We're going to ungrody that. Let's see here. Oh, hey, Hervin's here. What's up, Hervin?
Hey, buddy.
Kay says also From Software is evil, in case you guys were wondering. Make games that make me happy, says Danny.
The real question.
Everyone's fighting over
Best Dark Souls boss.
Best Dark Souls boss?
Yes, best Dark Souls boss.
Oh, man. I love the one that everyone hates.
Which one?
That stupid fucking tree.
Oh!
With the two arms in the underground, like, fireplace.
Yeah.
That one was always fun because it's easy to cheesy. But if you don't know how to cheese it, then you'll just get random killed when the floor falls out from under you without any warning.
My favorite, I think, has to be probably the Taurus demon, just because it's so OG and it was like the first one you fight, and I had no idea what I was doing. Okay. And that guy whooped me, I think, more than any other boss ever has, because I just didn't know what I was doing.
I had a lot of fun with the Capra demon too. He was cool.
I beat the Capra demon on first try.
There's something
The
about
only boss I've ever done that with. I just walked
No
in
way.
and dodged both the dogs and then went and beat them up. And I was like, okay.
all right.
The
There-
only boss that happened with.
There was something about the gaping dragon or gaping maw or whatever it is that really messed with me, dude. And I was like, I don't get scared of video games usually, especially not Dark Souls games. And there aren't really any bosses in the Dark Souls games that have made me like legitimately uncomfortable. But something about that motherfucker, oh man, I was like terrified to go fight him. And I think it was mostly just like a primal, like inherited fear of whatever the heck that thing was.
It looks like it. Never mind. We're not going to go there.
Oh, is that what it is?
It looks like a vagina.
It does not.
That's what it looks like.
It's full of teeth.
And what is that? You have an innate fear of vaginas? Is that what you're trying to
If
tell
they're
me?
full of teeth.
Oh my gosh. He was saying that. I'm like, is this leading up to a joke or something? He actually means that.
No.
I'm really scared of those, whatever that is. I couldn't tell you. I've never seen one before.
That's got to be it. Yeah.
You know, there is a movie called Teeth.
Oh,
I bet you can probably guess what it's about, right?
We don't talk about that movie.
I've not seen it, but given the context clues, I'm going to not see it.
Yep. Do your best. Yeah. Danny Capper Demon. First time. Is the only one. Otherwise, I'm like the worst Dark Souls player. I'm the kind of guy that just has to run in there 700 times until I finally get lucky one time. That's why I don't think
That's a
I
good
ever
strategy.
finished Bloodborne. I got all the way to like the Nightmare realm and was like, I'm done with this. This sucks.
A lot of people, that's their strategy. Get slapped over and over until you can get lucky once.
That's right. Talk shit the entire time, and then after you're like, oh, that wasn't that bad.
No,
I
I
actually
mean,
had a great time.
I knew a guy back in Louisiana, and every single night after work, he would just go around to bars and just ask over and over to a bunch of different women, "Hey, you wanna go home with me?" Right? Just straight up, without any lead up, just like, get slapped in the face over and over and over. Because of course you get slapped in the face over and over and over. But that was his strategy: is get slapped in the face over and over and over until eventually you don't. And he had nearly 100% success rate as far as like
Getting slapped in the face.
well, no, like every single night he was with somebody. It was like, the 47th person he asked after 46 of them slapped him in the face, but couldn't be me, dude. Couldn't be me.
Check this out. You ever seen this? Look it. Somehow my guy has popped up his...
Oh, that's not supposed to do that.
I know. And I'm like, I was thinking, oh, I could just kind of get it back. No. What I'm assuming is this guy got pushed forward and that guy is sitting all awkward on top of him. And I was trying not to break him, so...
I'll break him for you.
I mean, I figure, that's
There's gamer gunk in my Steam Deck.
In your Steam Deck?
Yeah, there's gamer gunk in it.
I know where it came
I was
from.
gonna say, I wonder whose that is.
Me. Couldn't be.
Because you're a gamer.
Actually, it wasn't too bad.
Oh, I see. That really is kajanky on there. There we go. Yeah, he's going to need a new thumbstick cap as well.
Yeah, I was looking at that. That looks a little wonky. Hopefully they
then-
have one.
This just installs on top of here.
Yeah.
I'm sure we have some.
Yeah.
But yeah, there you go.
Yeah, this guy got bent out of shape. I
Is this
did
nice
see...
and ready? Yeah, it's nice and ready.
Sam said that Sam says she has a gaping dragon figurine with very sharp teeth.
What the hell, Sam? What are you doing? You have that on purpose? In your house?
He says Bloodborne. Wait, what? Bloodborne fuck armor. Let's play dress up.
Okay.
All right.
I don't know, man.
Bloodborne weapons and armor are pretty damn cool, but my favorite FromSoft game is by far Sekiro. Sekiro was just so cool.
Oh, dude, I cannot stand Sekiro because I spent hours and hours and hours fighting the two bosses that you can come up to first, like the butterfly lady and the dude on the horse, right?
Dude, Lady Butterfly is wild. Yeah.
Yeah, those are you can go back and forth and like pick which way you want to go and which one you want to fight,
And
right?
Gyobu, that's my favorite guy.
Okay, so here's the thing: is I spent hours and hours and hours fighting those two, and I never beat any of them. I got the butterfly lady down to like that much health, but it wasn't until I quit and gave up entirely on that game that somebody was like, "Well, the only way to play that game is to counter over and over." And I was like, I don't counter in Souls games. I dodge roll, I block, I don't counter. If you block or if you dodge roll in Sekiro, you die.
Yep.
So
that's why you kept losing.
I didn't know though. It didn't explain, hey, by the way, same type of game, same company.
It did.
If you follow the same play style, you lose. They didn't say that.
This guy speaks Japanese and he couldn't even read. Come on.
Bro, it doesn't say that.
It says, hey, this is a counter, and it does a little thing above your head, and you have to counter, and then
it tells you can.
Tells you that you should.
Okay. Okay, what are we missing in the chat here? Speaking of Pokemon, Eevee eggs have not been happy. Got Chikorita, Totodile, Pichu pretty easily. Danny says, my fave is Bloodborne, and my fave boss is Mikolash. And Steve says, I think I'm over odds and that hurts. And then Kay says, counter is key in Bloodborne. If you can do it right, you can really make Bloodborne amazing. I beat Bloodborne without any counters, and it was fine. It was fine. But Sekiro was not fine. Sekiro was a big old slap in the face.
My favorite Bloodborne weapon was this, like the half saw sword thing.
Yeah,
you could turn into it was super cool.
That one was cool. I like the one that was like a sword in a stone, and you could use it as a giant hammer, or you could pull the sword out of it.
Yeah.
That one was fun.
Yeah, if you give me a big sword, I feel cool. So, I would always Dark Souls go for the Zweihander, you know?
Oh, yeah, good old Zweihander.
I was like, I'm just going to go grab this, and then I would get, mugged by, 700 skeletons after, but I'd be like, my ancestors are smiling on me, Imperial. And then I'd die.
Sounds good to me. As long as you're having a good time. That's the point of video games, is to have a good time, right?
I would hope so. But then again,
cool, I should stop playing. I should stop playing Deadlock and not having a good time.
Oh, we were not in sync earlier, buddy. You and I were playing, and every time I would go in, you were not there. And then every time I was oh, okay, I'm I'm gonna go grab some boxes.
Except for that first encounter where we just absolutely face wrecked them.
Well, and then it was funny because we were fighting him, and then you were fighting him, so I lunged in with my little ability that I could teleport behind you. And then I did that, and then you ran off, and then they beat me up, and then
That's
they killed
not true. We killed them on the first one.
Not on the first one. This was after.
Oh.
Yeah, it was after we were
Listen,
running
man,
around.
I suck at that game, and we need to stop playing it.
No, not we.
I need to stop.
You can stop. I have to suffer. I have a League of Legends torture complex that I have to suffer for.
I was playing League right before we got here.
That looks cool, dude.
It does.
That purple looks sweet. Yeah.
Pretty. I like it. And it was super easy. There's literally just 8 screws.
Yeah, it's nothing too crazy.
Yeah.
And then it's right on there.
Oh, yeah. It's supposed to help with temps as well, but
because it's clear plastic.
There's more vents in it?
There's one more vent, yes.
Oh, okay, I see.
Right by this fan.
Makes sense.
In the back. Right there.
Does it look...
Now
we have to wait. We have to wait for it to catch up. Yeah, super cool.
There it goes.
All right, cool. Super red.
I don't know if it actually would do... Well, okay. It seems like it probably would. Not super dramatically, but
Carl says he can see. Oh, let's talk about the hockey game we went to.
Oh, that was fun.
Yeah, so Michael's never been to a hockey game, and so us kids went out and saw a hockey game.
Went to go see the Mammoth get absolutely slaughtered by the Ducks.
I'm a Ducks fan, so that's okay. But yeah. Apparently the Ducks are in the lead right now for points. So That's pretty cool.
It makes me feel less like we suck, I guess.
Well, I mean, they're doing pretty well, but I don't know any of the current Ducks players. I haven't followed them in years.
Was there a fight at the hockey game?
Oh
yeah, dude, there was a fight early on, and then they almost turned into a big old brawl with like
almost
four
a line
different
brawl.
fights.
Like they got angry and aggressive. It was cool.
When I was little, whenever I would go to hockey games, my brother and I, we were just like, I hope they get in a fight. I hope we get to see a
That's why
fight.
you go. I'm gonna squeeze by you. I'm gonna use this area right here if I can.
Baby.
Oh, sorry, I'm not as slim as I used to be.
Oh, you can put the SD card back in.
I played against the new Shyvana, by the way.
Oh, she's so fun.
She beat me up.
She's so fun. She's very good.
Sam is saying, by the way, that she would like to join us next week on stream to help with a bunch of 64 controllers, and I think that would be cool.
Oh, that'd be fun.
Look at how sick this is.
Hold it up for the camera. Oh, yeah.
Look how cool it is. Yeah,
It's
so
nice.
Pretty. It was pretty cheap too, just off of Amazon.
How much was it?
It was like $30.
Not bad.
Oh, and especially if it helps it breathe a little bit, I'd definitely say that's worth it.
And it's atomic purple.
That took all of what, 10 minutes?
Yeah.
Not even. We spent most of that time talking.
Should I clean it while I'm here? Maybe.
Get all the gunk out of it? Yeah.
Sticks are kind of gunky. Is Carl still in the chat? Carl, I'm very slightly moving.
I don't think he
all of
was.
your
I think he was.
tools.
He texted because he's at the hockey game right now.
Oh, yeah, that's right. He's
Dang.
with his kid's birthday party thing. They're doing a
Yeah,
hockey
that's why
game
we
for
ended
his
up going
birthday.
was because Carl mentioned he was going, and I was like, "Oh, dude, I would love to go to a hockey game." And then I saw the Ducks were playing, and so then we all were like, "All right, let's go."
Yeah.
And I didn't realize Michael had never been to one. So Michael
I came up with like, you guys are so excited about this hockey game I wasn't invited to.
Oh, you're always invited.
Yeah, you never said so.
That's why I made sure to invite you.
Thank you. I appreciate it. I had fun. It was a good time.
Honestly, yeah, that was a really close game. And as bad as it feels to lose, it still is a fun one to watch.
I'm stealing a little bit.
And honestly, even though we were like way up in the the nosebleeds all the way in the back, you could see what was going on, no problem.
Yeah, next time we got to do the center upper bowl because that corner bit was the only bit we couldn't see, and it was really annoying.
Yeah, the closer to us side.
Yeah,
that was a little bit tough. I suppose.
the other annoying thing was all the people that kept
standing and walking
up.
around the whole game, dude.
Yeah, I'm like,
I can understand like maybe a couple people might show up late, even though that when the game starts, you paid money for it. But like throughout the entire game, couldn't wait till the end of the period or whatever. They had to go. Walk around the entire time.
There used to be a thing where you weren't allowed to stand up if the puck was in play.
Wait, what? Really?
Yeah,
What,
that
would
used
they
to
do
be
it
In the
out?
stands?
that was
Why?
that was a thing with the NHL because it was
For
to
what
prevent
reason?
people from getting like hit if they weren't paying attention.
Oh, like if you're up front and center, maybe.
I mean, I
Yeah, and even up
guess.
top they wouldn't let you do it. I used to go to Ducks games all the time, and that was one of the things. Is you just can't do it. Also, this guy did something crazy. He did a number on this thing. It's like stuck in there. Wow.
Oh, it's all bent.
I need to just bend it in half without breaking his thing, so I'm gonna have to do a little maneuvering. I might actually clip it.
You're still trying to get that thumbstick out of there?
Yeah, so the thumbstick is, you know how there's those little pieces, right? The piece we took off, and then there's like weird little guys that hold them in place that it kind of like sticking out every, little, eighth of an inch.
You mean like the supports?
I don't know what you'd call them.
Okay.
But yeah, I'm gonna have to like clip this guy, I think, and then
Do what you got to do, man.
get him out. I mean, it's already broken. It's not like
Whatever
a
it takes
derailment.
to get it fixed up without damage.
That's what I mean. This is annoying. Although that definitely helped clipping, so I'll do it again.
They're talking about the 64 controllers. The part that takes the most time is cleaning the controllers. Most are pretty gross. Need a good clean before selling. And Danny says, yeah, I helped once and learned of a new variant in color, cyan.
Oh, popped him out. Okay. Annoying.
That's the smoker special, right?
The Smoker Special.
The Smoker Smash Special Olive Drab 64 controller.
Speaking of, did you guys see that PS5 over there that got checked in?
There's one that looks really nasty.
The dude said that he got it for $10 at a yard sale.
$10 at a yard sale, and it's here for a deep clean.
A deep clean? Well, okay, not.
I bet you it's not gonna
just
work.
a deep clean.
$10 means somebody tried to put money into fixing it and it didn't work.
Yeah, and like I told him, I'm like, it's the diagnostic fee for the attempt at least, and he's like, yeah. He's like, it's chill. He's like, it's worth it. I'm like, all right.
I mean,
maybe
even
you'll
if
get
it's
lucky.
Even if it's a 1 in a million chance, it is only $40.
Yeah.
Altogether, $10 for the system, $30 for the diagnostic. I can see you wanting to spend $30 to roll the dice.
Yeah.
I spent more than that on roulette.
Exactly.
How's this thing work? They got some crazy setup over here.
Who's got a crazy setup?
They've managed to twist this guy like look at this. What is this? What craziness is this? And they had the audacity to talk shit on my setup.
What are we talking about?
Look at this thing. Look how skewed this thing is. Maybe it's just me. Maybe I'm crazy.
I mean,
no comment.
Clayton the only one that uses that one?
That,
or I guess Carl too, right?
The mount for the
Clayton.
microscope on that one, not the best mount ever.
I was gonna say this sits really funky.
Yeah, no, it's definitely slowly destroying the table.
Yeah, it doesn't even hold up to its own weight.
Yeah, don't fuck with it too much.
What do you mean?
It's gonna break.
Oh, you're done anyways. I'm going back over there.
Yeah, use this one.
Oh, annoying. All right, sorry, Nate. I gotta get by you again.
Yeah.
64 controllers though. I can't get enough of those.
Steve, how do you not have a 64? What? You like Pokemon and you don't even have a 64? How you playing the Coliseum? How you doing XD Gale of Darkness? You're missing out on major story bites. Story beats? I don't know. You're missing out on story stuffs.
Did he say story bites?
Story bots! You guys ever watch the Story Bots?
No.
Story bots?
Story Bots. Yeah, it's a educational kids show. They have these robots whose job is to answer questions from kids who call in. They have actual kids like ask questions, and you know, because they're kids, they're usually really stupid questions, but
there's no such thing. Come on.
The Storybots have to go out and investigate. The best part is, though, that when the Storybots are out about investigating, they ask all sorts of different celebrities questions. So, like, they've had Snoop Lion on there back when he was Snoop Lion, David Cross. I'm trying to remember who else has been on there, but it's like they get the big names to come in and do like a little cameo appearance and talk to these little Storybots. Oh, listen, Sam, she's calling me out for being stupid here. She's I was like, you don't have a 64, and then I listed off a bunch of GameCube games that you can't play without the 64. Yeah, I'm a little dumb. But yeah, Puzzle League, Hey You Pikachu, and the 2 stadiums. You're right. You're right. My bad.
Does Hey You Pikachu count, though?
Hey You Pikachu is the best Pokemon game.
When I was little, I got Hey You Pikachu for Christmas one year.
Were you super excited until you started it up?
Yes. My brother and I spent half of the day just screaming at Pikachu and just watching Pikachu not do what we said.
Love it. Yeah, he doesn't respond well. There is one command or one voice line that he always gets, though. If you say PlayStation, he freaks out, dude. He gets so pissed.
Does he really?
Oh, absolutely.
Like, actually, though?
Yeah, for real. It's
What?
an Easter egg. If you say PlayStation, he gets super angry.
Oh, that's pretty funny, actually. Happens if you say Pal World.
That was before his time. Oops. Can't put this yet. I'm gonna put these two guys in. Y'all got me talking. Almost forgot some screws. Oh, Sam's calling me out again. PlayStation's just a rumor. Are you sure it's not real? It's got to be real. Listen.
We have a copy right up front.
I am not going to test it. I don't want to know. If it's not real, I don't want to live in this world anymore. So I'm going to live in my fantasy world where it is real.
It's fair. Doesn't matter. I choose to believe it's real, and that's all that matters.
Faith. I believe in Pikachu.
Okay. I'm going to go and get some dinner.
All right, buddy.
Oh, you got all set and done on your thing?
Yep.
Come
It's
say,
pretty looking.
come say goodbye.
Goodbye, everybody.
Have a good one, dude.
Yep.
Thanks for joining us.
Whoever's in the chat, maybe in the store.
Come in and see him on Monday. He'll be here.
Steve is in the chat.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, and Sam.
And Hervin's there at some point. He's I think he's watching it in the background as he does. Have a good one, my dude. Drive safe and all of that.
See you, buddy.
See ya.
This giant pile of screws is always the most painful part of the process.
Did you at least use the
Drill 'em a bob.
the drill on
No,
it?
'cause it's loud, and I didn't want it going in the stream.
Guess that's fair.
But yeah, we did. Just so you guys know, we did buy an electric screwdriver that actually makes this a lot faster and easier. But it's just not. It's not quiet enough to use on the stream. Sam's asking, how many PS5s are you thinking you'll get done tonight? I'm aiming for 2, and with a little bit of luck, I might push for a 3rd one. And then Brendan, if he finishes up these controllers, might be able to squeeze one out.
I'm hoping to squeeze one in right after I'm done with this guy.
So the total should be 3 or 4 by the end of the night between the two of us. That's the hope. So not a huge dent in the wall of PS5s, but honestly, Brendan, I think when it comes to training new guy Clay, I think maybe we want to change strategies a little bit. Tell me what you think of this, because you get the final say on his training. What if we swap over to just making sure he's rock solid on PS5 HDMIs and deep cleans?
Oh, hell yeah. That's actually an idea.
And then he can do training in between doing some craziness on the line. So whenever the line's over, I would say over 30, he works on those. And when it's under 30, we work on teaching him new stuff.
Yeah, I think that's fine. He's actually doing really good learning just the random little odds and ends here and there. So he's been doing pretty good. We've got we did OG Xboxes. So he's done clock capacitor, power capacitors.
That's awesome.
He did those switches that one day. That was pretty insane.
Well, but he hasn't got the full diagnostic process for switches, so
no,
we don't want to open him up on switches yet.
No, obviously not. I was just impressed with he was able to go through and tear them down, and he handled it very well.
That's true. He did.
He wasn't breaking stuff, and I really respect that.
Hell yeah. Yeah, he seems like he's going to be a good fit. Like he knows what he's doing. He fits the vibe. I'm just thinking though, with the amount of slowdown we're getting from training him instead of being able to focus on just the line.
Yeah,
I think the right move at this point is just to make absolutely sure that he's rock solid on PS5 HDMIs and deep cleans.
Yep.
And then have him do those. Like I said, when we're over 30.
I agree. I think that's actually a really good idea.
New ideas, Yeah. That's the plan, I think. If you're cool with it.
Yeah,
I think that's the play.
We'll spend the next day or two then really diving in deep on those, making sure he's solid.
He's still under a month, right? He's still like
yeah, he's about 3 weeks or so.
Okay, yeah. So he's well ahead of schedule.
I think 3 weeks. I don't remember.
2 or 3. Sam says we have some PS5s for the store.
Oh, that's perfect.
That need deep cleans, and I think I saw one of them down there when I was rearranging stuff earlier today. So I think that would be great to have him work on that. I think as much as it's going to slow us down at first, I think you should watch him do one, hold his hand, walk him through it as much as he needs.
Yeah.
And then have him watch you do a customer one. And then if you feel comfortable with it, have him do a customer one with your close supervision.
Yeah, that's actually if I feel like he handles his well and then he watches mine.
Right, you can show him the differences between what he did and what you would do.
Yeah. I think that's a good way of going about it for sure.
Okay, so that's a solid plan for tomorrow. There we go. Plug in all the stuff. Dude, I cannot wait to get this damn Skyline registered so I can drive it around. I'm honestly thinking about maybe breaking the law a little bit and just driving around the neighborhood a block or two.
I don't know why you sound like a young little kid right there. I'm gonna break the rules. Mommy told me I'm not allowed to drive my Skyline, so I'm gonna go drive around the block.
I was gonna drive it a little bit
today.
Watch
me, Ollie.
Technically, we still have a little bit of time left on that one trip pass.
Yeah.
But my girlfriend blocked me in and then left with her only key, so I couldn't do it.
Naughty, naughty.
I know.
How dare she?
She was out doing other stuff, being busy, being a good aunt to her niece whose birthday is coming up.
Hell yeah.
But yeah, maybe tomorrow at some point, I got to do a little photo shoot with it because right now it's sitting in my driveway, but just in front of in my park strip, I have 2 sakura trees that are in full bloom right now, and they just maxed out all their blooms. So I need to park the Skyline underneath the sakura and get some good shots of that before the season passes and I don't have a chance anymore. Oh, Steve S, have I missed it? But did you figure out how to register? I sure did, and it's not cheap and easy. So, because the car is a marketing tool and it's going to be used as a business expense, I can legitimately register it to an LLC. However, the LLC that owns Game Changerz is based out of the store, the actual store location. And so I made a second LLC called Guerrilla Marketing based out of Park City. Park City is in Summit County. Summit County does not require emissions testing. And by the way, I went to the Summit County DMV to get all the paperwork and information so that I would know what was needed when it was actually time to go. And they have no business calling themselves a DMV at all. I went in, there was no line. The people working there were happy. They didn't try to stonewall me or tell me that I couldn't do what I needed to do. They just were very helpful and looked up how to do it and then told me how to do it. And with a smile. So, yeah.
Those aren't government employees.
There's no way. They're
happy.
It was awesome. So, the next steps. Oh, it's in Park City. The next steps are I'm waiting on a call back from the Department of Vehicle Enforcement, which is apparently the Utah law enforcement division in charge of preventing cars from being stolen. And they do on-site VIN inspections where they go if you're getting a car from out of state, they'll meet you at your house, inspect the car, inspect the paperwork for the trail of ownership, and then they'll make sure that, you know, it looks legit and that it doesn't look like somebody stole a car in Michigan and is trying to sell it in Utah. And when they come to look at the Skyline, they're going to say, hey, this doesn't have a VIN number. This is a Japanese car. Japanese cars don't have VIN numbers. So I've already told them in advance that I'm paying the extra to have them do a VIN installation. So they're going to add a VIN number plate into the car. And then the car will have a VIN number, and it'll be a lot easier to register it and insure it and all that kind of stuff. I need to cancel my insurance policy on it. So that's part of the problem too, is I sold it to Guerrilla Marketing in Park City, which is my company, but because it's going to be owned by a company and it's going to be a company car, it needs to have commercial insurance. So I'm paying a bunch of money to have this LLC set up with a physical location that I can have mail sent to, because I have to have a location to send mail to receive the plates and everything. And then I have to get commercial insurance. Then I have to get the VIN installation, so it has a VIN number. Then I have to write out a bill of sale from myself to myself, basically from Gamers LLC to Guerrilla Marketing LLC. And then I can go up to Park City and put in the title and registration and get my temp tags and actually start driving the thing. It's going to be worth it, though. It's going to be worth it. And you know, I just saw, I shit you not, I woke up this morning and I'm looking through my YouTube recommended feed and a video came up that was, I shit you not, it was titled, "Why Are Millennials So Obsessed with Their Childhood Dream Cars?" I felt both seen and attacked. And the guy in the video was like looking at a Toyota Supra that he'd never be able to afford. And I'm like, I got a Skyline. That's mine. Mine is the Skyline. Sam says, why Guerrilla Marketing for the name? Well, because I'm using it as a marketing tool, right? And it made sense to me to have a marketing firm own the car. And Guerrilla Marketing is just it's a simple play on words for guerrilla marketing, which is a real term for a different type of advertising that's not designed to look like advertising, which is actually the entire point of the car. It's guerrilla advertising. So Guerrilla Marketing just seemed like a good fit for it. Oh, where'd my focus go? Yeah, so I had to come up with something, and I didn't want to just call it Michael's don't get emissions on your cars LLC. This didn't seem like
really on the nose with that one.
Yeah. But no, Guerrilla Marketing, and honestly, I think it's like toot my own horn, be a jackass. I think it's actually it's a really cool marketing strategy. I think it's just creative enough and makes the right kind of sense to actually work.
We don't have any of these freaking PS5.
Go look in the front. Go look in the front.
Where?
Underneath the resurfacers, there's little pull-out bins. Danny says, I don't know, little me was obsessed with bugs. I specifically wanted a pink one with daisies on it. Oh, sorry. Volkswagen bugs. Gotcha. It took me a second. Kay says, that's so many years of shower thoughts coming together, lol. Yeah, for real. Sam says, Carby marketing. I love it. It's Inception marketing. My never gonna get it cars are the 1965 Thunderbird, 1960 Austin Healey 3000, and the Datsun Fairlady. Bro, we can get you a Datsun Fairlady. We can get one for like less than 20K, I bet. In fact, let me see. I know we can get a Nissan Fairlady. You're talking about Datsun, like you're talking about like a 60s? What year were they Datsun? Datsun Fairlady. Datsun Fairlady 59 to 70, so I was close. Let's see. We'll go to GooNet and see what's available. Pre-1970. Datsun. Datsun. Do I have to look up Nissan? Datsun. These aren't in alphabetical order at all. Why make a list that you have to select out of if you're not going to put it in alphabetical order? Oh my god. So, older than 1980. Oh, GooNet doesn't do anything older than 1980. Oh, I see. Now that might be a little bit harder. I doubt I would even fit in one. I don't fit in the Skyline, but that doesn't stop me. Danny said also wanted a Thunderbird. It's not happening. When I was young, I watched an anime called Gunsmith Cats, and it made me absolutely drool over a blue Shelby Cobra with 2 white racing stripes. But that is also a pie in the sky, ain't never gonna happen kind of car. And the reason that I could get a Skyline and not like an American Muscle Classic is because American cars break all the time. So finding one in good shape means somebody put boatloads of work into it. And that means it's expensive. Not to mention it's rare.
67 Fastback Mustang. Black.
I hate my testing center. I'm going to go use the testing center over there. I can't tell what's going on here. Turn off, please, so I can unplug you.
Naughty, naughty boy. Okay.
You don't want like an 80s Nissan Fairlady? I wouldn't do it for you. It's got to be the Datsun. Because a Nissan Fairlady is like $12,000. Where is our power cable? There it is. Waiting for signs of life here. Signs of life.
Well, contact cleaner for sure. Get you.
Yeah. Contact cleaner it is. You get flux in the port sometimes when you're installing them. I checked all my pins. I know they were good. Yeah, there we go. Just a layer of flux. Always spooks me every time. Did you end up finding that USB-C?
No, I had to get a new one.
I'll steal your new one for a second.
And then I'll find it tomorrow instantly, and I'll be like, I don't know how I saw that. Or didn't see it, rather.
That's how it goes sometimes.
I told you I have T-Rex
Oh
vision.
my god, their front USB is hella hammered.
You didn't test it beforehand?
I tested that it was turning on and turning off, but it was physically broken HDMI, so I didn't test if it was firing up.
Listen, I've been trained by the best, and you know what the best told me one time? Test everything.
everything.
You test everything because you then can cover your butt.
I should have seen that, and I should have called them to ask, hey, do you want me to fix that while I'm in there?
That's right.
Those are both true.
Now he's going to say that you broke his stuff.
The hell I did.
You fixed my HDMI, and in the process, my front USB port was damaged.
Not even close. Turtles test disc. Let's go.
You know what I want? You know what car I want?
What?
We can get a Pinto, dude.
Oh my god.
So that way we can hit it just right. We can go up in flames.
Why do you want a Pinto?
Just so that way we can, like, you risk it every time you get hit.
Just don't, dude.
Just don't? What do you mean just don't?
Just don't do that to yourself.
That's why.
There's no upside.
Except you feel more alive than you ever do every time you get hit because you know.
Verizon was good because I just reset the T-Mobile.
It looks like it's doing something.
Okay.
It's alive.
Oh, it's back. All right. Fixed it. All better.
Finally, jeez.
Woo. Spooky biz.
Where are you, Google Fiber?
I know, right? Where are you, Fiber? Why do you hate me? Got Google Fiber at the office, but they won't give us Google Fiber here. They won't give us Verizon Fiber. They won't give us Utah Broadband Fiber. They won't give us Comcast Fiber. They won't give us any fiber. Utopia Fiber's not here. Sumo Fiber's not here. All we have, the only option available at this location, well, I guess two options, are cell signal or Comcast cable wired internet. I don't want to do cable internet, and I don't want to do Comcast because Comcast is overpriced, underperforming internet. I stand by that. I'll always.
I told you the story. I told you the story about the internet company when I lived in the Quad Cities that had.
Yeah, they all have the map.
They had the monopoly where they were the only like internet company allowed for like 30, 40 years because of the arsenal, I think. And so because of that, you only had Mediacom, and then the moment that they were allowed to, another company started building up like fiber presence, and all of a sudden the company that sucked, Mediacom, was like, hey, we've upgraded you to 50 megabytes for free, don't worry.
Oh boy.
And I was like, I can't wait to get rid of you, and I finally was able to get rid of them.
Kay is saying that Google Fiber got bought out by private equity.
Really?
That's what she's saying.
That's pretty cool.
David Grumman. I just said his name.
So you know what that means? They're going to start raising them prices on you.
Of course. That's all they ever do. I'll put some notes on.
I'll have to talk to the Googlers I know and be like, so what do we do now? We are so cooked. Chat, are we cooked? Oh, yeah, I can't wait. I just got Google Fiber, too. I finally moved into a place that had Google Fiber. I was all excited. And then this happens. So it's probably my fault. I apologize.
HDMI replaced successfully.
Did you take my cord away or did you put it back? You put it back
right there.
Okay, cool.
Just
I was going to say,
thief. I'm going to set this to need to contact customer.
Yeah, I'll call them all tomorrow,
late.
or I'll have Clayton do it. He's been contacting customers about the...
Get that phone etiquette up. I love it.
He was doing it for the stuff that had been sitting here for a long time.
Cool. We'll get him in the hang of what to tell customers. If the customer wants to get the front USB replaced on that, do you know if we have a part out? Because theoretically, we could do it.
Just replace the whole front end? Yeah.
It's just the piece inside of there.
Yeah, we got all those right there.
Well, oh yeah.
All of those four of them there. Plus, we have some sitting around the corner.
I think they're pretty standard, but
I don't think they change.
Well, let's see. Let's look at the Slim. Slim's 2 USB-Cs, so yeah. Slim and standard are different, but we've got 3 standards. Okay, so I want to put a note here.
Okay.
When you call, ask the customer if they would like a USB-C replacement as well for another 100. Oh my god. My keyboard lost connection. And now it's spamming W. Okay, there we go. Okay, on the pickup shelf.
Nice.
That's what I wrote. All right, it's almost 8 o'clock. I think if I squeeze hard, I can get one more out.
Yeah, I'm done with these, then I can do one myself.
Let's do it. So next up, who else we got? We've got... That's the one we just did. This is our next one. Okay, I'll dig through the pile and find it. Where you at, homie?
Okay.
It's gonna be the last one I go to.
It's always how it goes. Which one are you grabbing?
I don't want to say the name on stream,
Oh.
but it's the next just HDMI initial. Oh, I found it.
Okay.
First initial D.
First initial D.
Initial D.
Initial D, I see. So I'm going for the other initial D.
Unless you're looking at the one that's listed needs to contact.
Oh, I am. I lied. You're right.
Found
So I
it.
need to go to the next page. I see. I see. I found mine.
All right, and I'm gonna put it on the workbench.
We also had this idea. I came up with this idea. I'm proud of it. The ones that have been sitting for a while, we marked on the paperwork with a little asterisk to
Oh, I like it.
note that
That
that's
they've been
been
called.
sitting there, and we've called them, and so that way we can look for them. Because a lot of the times you'll see them and you're not really thinking, and then you're like, oh, I gotta move that over, and then
Irvin saying he had to restart the stream because he saw us talking but heard nothing. We were having
technical
not pointing the
difficulties.
camera at myself. We were having internet issues. One of our routers died. We have two of them, and I guess that's not enough. So yeah. All right. Let's go ahead and get cracking on this bad boy. We got to give it a test first. Always a test first. It's in for an HDMI, and it's hashed for sure. Let's just make sure it boots up, and then now we're going to visibly inspect all of it, too. Front USB is good on this one. Let's see if it powers on. Blue light, that's a good start. Let's make sure it turns white. Steve says, squeeze hard to get one more out. Has multiple applications. Irvin says Camden was here earlier, bought 68 games for the sale for Retro Game Wolf. He's always complaining about having too many games and nowhere to put them all. What's the sale you guys are doing right now at GameStop? I haven't actually been paying much attention to anything other than the road trip and all that. Okay, so the lights turned white. That's a good sign. We're going to turn them back off. Yeah, up on State Street. He started asking me, like, hey, how well do you know the area? Like, what do you think about these, what do you think about this area? And I was like, what are you doing, bro? What's going on? And Camden was like, I'm thinking about opening up another store. And I told him flat out, I said, real talk, dude, don't do it. Running 2 stores is not 2 times the work. It's 10 times the work. And yeah, it's not a great time. Oh, we just started a 4 for 40 and a 4 for 20 at GameStop. Okay. So I'm assuming it's like specific games 4 for 40, specific other games 4 for 20. Sounds cool. Gotta get those 2 beeps out of this so you know that it actually turned off. There we go. You really wanted to open one here in West Valley, but you couldn't. So I don't understand why he would open up a second store when he's constantly telling me that he's not feeling very good about how his store is doing. I feel like, just personal opinion, right? I feel like the right move when you have one store that's having a bit of a hard time that you personally feel is not doing as well as it could, I feel like the right move is to put all your time, effort, energy, spare money into making that one location really successful, really do the best that it can, as opposed to trying to expand at that point. So I'm honestly, like, I like Camden. He's a really cool guy. I really do hope that he succeeds and does well with what he's doing. But I am worried, based on his business choices so far, I am worried that he may not. We'll see. I mean, like I said, wish him the best. Hope that he succeeds. Hope that things go well for him. But I am a little bit worried for him. It doesn't seem like opening a second location right now is the move, but do your own thing. It's his store, not mine. Maybe he knows something I don't, you know? That easily could happen. Danny says, me and Chris need to get out and go do the rounds on the gaming stores. Dude, me too. Once the Skyline is registered, by the way, me and Carl are definitely doing an IRL game crawl in Salt Lake. Last time when we were getting ready for the Japan trip, we did one to Graywell, Retro Game Wolf, and Retro Game Vault. And Game Peddler, Graywell, Retro Game Wolf, and Retro Game Vault. And this time around, I think it would be fun to head north and do, I think, Graywell again, just because I don't give them enough love. And honestly, I was really impressed last time I went there. But then up to Minus World, Numbskull, and then Gamers Asylum up in Ogden. I think that would be a really fun road trip stream to go do some game hunting.
He's cheating on me because that was supposed to be me and him. And now he's taking Carl again. Carl's always taking my girl. What the heck?
Can you blame him, dude, with that accent? Just does it for me.
You just stole him away from me.
Hey, real talk, though, like, if you talk to Carl about it, I guarantee he'd be happy to swap and have you come along for the ride.
No, I'm just upset that you told me it would be me and you, and then you swapped it around on me.
Can I be real with you?
What? Are you gonna be real with me?
Yeah, I'm gonna be real with you.
You don't want me? You don't want me?
No. I'm gonna tell you exactly what the fuck is going on, and I need you to be understanding about this, okay?
Okay.
My brain doesn't work, and I had no idea that I had told you.
This is his excuse every time.
No,
he keeps cheating on me.
It's true. My brain doesn't work, and it's gonna sound like I don't love you and I don't care about you because I didn't remember that I invited you. But honestly, I had no idea. that I had already promised it to you. Because I seriously
disk drive is crazy.
cannot remember anything.
No, I know. I'm just giving you shit. I still love you, buddy. Don't worry.
Kay says, jealous is gross. Be confident, Brendan.
Be confident?
Be confident.
I'm not jealous. I'm just... I love you, Michael, and I can't be seeing you around with other guys, you know?
Sam Stork wants to join us for this trip. I don't mind. I got to warn you, though, the Skyline's back seat is tiny, so you might have to lay across both of them because there's like no leg room at all. It's a 2-door car that they put 2 more doors on without making it any bigger. So... yeah, it's tiny, but you're welcome to join us if we can schedule it on a time that me and Carl are available and you're not working, which would have to be like on a Saturday, right? Because what are Sam Stork's days off? Friday and Saturday? And Friday I'm working all day in the front. So we'd have to do a Saturday if you wanted to come along, but we can see about maybe making that work. Brendan, you're working at Google on Saturdays, though, aren't you?
Yeah, you were gonna do it on a non.
No, it's okay. Let's do this. I'm gonna talk with Carl about it, and we'll maybe set up a rotation. It'd be cool to take different employees with us every time we go out and do those streams. I think that sounds to me like Brendan's already got dibs. Sam's up next, and then Carl's going to be the Japan trip. I don't think he's going to fuss and fight about doing the local trip. He's going to Japan with me.
He better not.
That being said,
I'll beat him up.
I don't know the right way to compensate you guys for that. Because, like, hourly
What if we just don't compensate me? I'm okay with that.
Hourly is... No, I'm not just going to not pay you for... working.
No, I'm not working. I'm hanging out with my buddy, dude. That's the payment I need, is just the love and affection of a friend.
Anyway, so I love and affect you for sure, but I also want to pay you. So I'll figure it out. We'll figure out something. I don't want to hammer out all the financial details on the stream, but I did.
You'll be paid $2.25 an hour.
I did just change Carl's entire pay structure so that it's easier for him to be part-time, but also help me with all the stuff that, like, you can't really clock in for. Like the Japan stream. Like, you can't clock in for a week straight without any breaks. Like, how do you do that, right? So, we'll figure it out. I think maybe we can just negotiate, like, a flat rate or something. Like, if you come along with the stream... I'll buy you X dollars worth of stuff at the stores we find. That's compensation, right?
I gotta look for a heart gold, apparently.
Of course. Danny says, can we get a double Sam stream, or can the camera not handle such a thing? If we wanted to do a double Sam stream, it would have to be, like, in the front of the store while they're working, because... both the Sams and me having time off at the same time is a little bit of a stretch, I think. I mean, unless I'm missing something. I haven't really looked at the calendar to see if there's a time that's a thing, but it doesn't sound like a thing. But, like, yeah, if you guys want, we can set up the cameras in the front of the store, too, as long as we point them at the employees and not the customers. Because I don't want people to come in and not know that they're on, like, the internet. You know what I mean? Like, surprise! You're on the internet for all of the world to see. Yeah, so what do you guys think? Should we do a front of the store stream at some point? Just pointing at the employees up there? I mean, you're mostly just going to see them running back and forth, being busy helping customers. It's not a walk in the park kind of job. It's, you know, they're busting it.
Busting it down, you know.
They're really hustling.
What about an after hours?
Do like a party?
Not like a party, like you know, they have stuff that they can do after all is said and done, right? I feel like they have stuff that they could be doing.
Well, what they want to do is go home, eat some dinner, and play video games. They don't want to be stuck working longer. They're already at 40 hours. You're going to ask them to come in and do more hours?
Yeah.
Yeah.
How devoted are you to this company?
We are the opposite of that. We are not the big mega corporation.
We here at Game Changers, we're a family. We need you to not see yours and see ours more.
Oh my God. No, for real though, like if you're missing hours or if you leave early at some point one of these days and you need to make up hours, we could probably arrange the makeup hours to be after hours on stream or something like that. Irvin says, oh, hey, Michael, on Thursday or Tuesday, I'm going to your store to give you Kirby stuff from Carolyn. Oh, I haven't seen Carolyn in a minute. Does she still need to get her brakes done? I told her I'd do them for her if she just gets the parts. I hope she's not driving around on dangerous, non-existent brake pads. But I'll be a little bit late on Tuesday because I got to drive up to Park City for some stuff. And then I got to go to Costco and the Japan store to restock the front of the store snackies and drinkies and stuff. But I will try to be in before I have to go pick up my kid. Tell her to get the stuff for her brakes so that we can install them so that she's not destroying her rotors and having to pay way more. But if you want to leave the stuff here, I'll be glad to grab it. We can load the car up with Kirby stuff. Danny says, I have a Mad Lib I need to bring for Carl. Yeah, that's it. You guys were talking about that on the stream.
I want to hear Carl do some Mad Libs, but with English specific, wording.
Hervin, it's the brake pads shouldn't be super expensive. Is she really in a bind right now? Is she having a hard time? Because I will gladly buy her brake pads in exchange for some video games I can sell. Just throwing that out there. It's better than crashing and dying. Just an idea. Sam says, can confirm Michael does good on brakes. I did Sam Stork's brakes. However, I was a derp and I'm used to old cars. I didn't remember that new cars have brake assist pumps. So we did her brakes and bled the brake lines to the full brake fluid change because she'd never done one of those before. It's probably time to replace all the brake fluid. And we bled the lines so that it wouldn't be gummy and all that. And then we turned on the car, and the pump kicked in and loaded a bunch of air back into the lines. And so she had to come back and get them bled again. It was an adventure. But now I know that if you're going to do the fluid, which is optional, but if you're going to do it, you do it with the engine running. At least on modern cars. But either way, Hervin, just poke her. Let her know that offer's still on the table. I'm still happy to help out. And if she can't afford the brake pads, let me just put it this way. She can't afford not to get brake pads. Because if she wears it down to the point that it's hitting the the frame of the pad instead of the actual pad material, then it's going to score the shit out of her rotors, and rotors are $50 to $100 each. So a lot more expensive than a set of pads. And honestly, she can probably get away with just replacing the front pads. On most cars, the rear brakes are hardly used at all. It's almost all front brakes. But we can inspect before she goes and buys the pads. She can bring it over, we can look, and then see what she needs to do. I know when we did Sam's brakes, we bought the front and rear pads, and then when we pulled it apart, the rear pads were 80% fine. They had no wear on them at all. So she ended up going and returning her rear pads. So anyway, I'll ask her because I know she hasn't drove her truck in months. Okay, well, I mean, she's not driving it. That's fine. I was just worried she was out there on the road in danger. I don't want that. I don't want her getting hurt. Oh, I gotta really get this done fast.
You're gonna need to use one of the. We're gonna have to do them both at the same time. So
I'll go use the other one.
that's right. You understood what I was saying.
Jesus, Brendan. It's gonna be all right, bro.
Daddy wants to use his setup, and he can't be bothered to
Yours
learn a
is
new
lefty
one.
too, so I get it. I'll go use the right hand one with the derpy microscope.
Left hands only over here.
Oh my god. I can use my left hand.
None
if
of the
I need
righties.
to.
None of these righties.
Wrongies only.
Wrongies only. I don't know why that's so funny, but it is. It is. That's pretty funny.
Brendan's wrong-handed.
Hey, listen. We used our left hands because we're in our right state of mind.
It means there's no excuse for your behavior.
That's true. I'm just wild like that.
Just wilding out. Sam says, lol, it's true.
What's true? Me being crazy or me being left-handed?
Why not both?
I guess you can have both.
Come on. Thermal bits. Grabbing on and not letting go. Okay. Oh, it's got a little squeaky squeaker squeakum. Oh, man. I am so friggin' tired today, man.
Yeah?
Yeah, so normally on Sundays, me and Mal go to Vasa and swim, right?
Yeah.
But we've been trying to get Autumn out of the house more, make her go do things. And we had the idea to get her a Vasa membership and have her do a yoga class once a week.
Nice.
So now Mal and Autumn do yoga for an hour on Sunday.
And you're left to your own
And
devices?
I lift weights while they're
cool.
doing yoga. But Mal really likes swimming, and honestly, I kind of do too. So after an hour of weightlifting for me and yoga for them, me and Mal still went swimming. And by the end of it, I was about ready to throw up. The weird thing is, though, like, I really pushed it hard on the weights and was feeling pretty burnt out. And I was thinking to myself, there's no way I'm going to be able to swim, but I'm going to maybe do a lap or two, right? As soon as I hit the water, all of the exhaustion just disappeared for like 5 minutes. It just felt like I hadn't just worked out.
He became a new man.
It was weird, man. And
I've
then,
been
like, after like 2 or
replenished.
3 laps, it's like, okay, I'm done, and also more done than before, and also, why did I do this to myself? But for that first little bit, it was something about it was just like, I felt like rested.
Yeah. Well, as somebody with 0 days off and
I know this about you.
and who also goes to the gym, I completely understand.
Also quite exhausted.
Yeah, just constantly where I'm just like, man, like we go to the gym and I'm just like, why do I keep doing this to myself?
You're working 2 full times by yourself, right? Just so that your girl can stay at home with the kid.
That's right.
That's noble as fuck, dude.
I make sure that my girl doesn't have to lift a finger. My hands look like this, so her hands can look pretty.
It's not easy, dude.
It's okay. this isn't really a job to me. You know, this is like a fun time. I get to hang out with some friends.
This is the fun one, the Google one. You literally played video games with me today while you were there.
That is true. But the thing about working there is that, like, you know, you're just kind of hanging out. Although I've been working on my game I've been making there, so
okay,
that's my excuse on why I'm not just completely playing video games all the time.
What are you making it in?
So I'm making a Godot game, right? Because originally I was a Unity guy. I was making it with Unity. But I decided once after all that stuff came out that they were going to charge you for downloads and all that, I was like,
Okay.
This is just the time. I've always wanted to learn how to use Godot. I like C# though, and so you'd have to do like a whole thing to make it work with C#. So I was like, I'll just use a GD script, which is their little Python-based language.
I'm not familiar with Godot.
It's essentially a like open source video game like engine.
Okay.
And so it's got a lot of cool features, and it's been constantly being upgraded by people, you know, and that's what's really neat about it is it's completely free to use, right? It's not like Unity where if, you know, you sell a certain amount of games, you owe people stuff. It's completely free. It doesn't matter if you were to make money or not with it. And so that's what I like about it is
nice.
It's super cool. It's just
forever free.
Yeah, it's forever free. And it's very, very, it's got a lot of popularity now, especially after the Unity stuff that went down.
How is it spelled?
Godot, Godot.
Godot, okay.
Like Godot. Like Gal Godot, you know?
That's Gadot.
No, I think she's Goto. I don't know.
Godot? Gadot? No, am I crazy?
Listen, I don't know.
Or I might be off base. Somebody in the chat want to Google that for me, except for Sam because she's been calling me out on being wrong all day, and I'm done with that.
But anyways, yeah. So I've been making my game while I've been sitting there, and it's fun. It's fun and enjoyable. But sometimes you really gotta like want that motivation, and I have 32 odd hours to do all that stuff myself. So
okay. I'm going to move the camera over to your workbench.
Well, move it over to the...
You ready for the microscope?
Yeah, I'm almost done. I'm about ready to go there.
I'm going to go to the other microscope that you guys won't be able to see, and you can watch Brendan on this one. But first, I got to chug some Pepsi.
You watch a master at his craft.
Oh, we got the Brendan cam. Or sorry, the Carl cam. We got a Carl cam up. Yoink. Goodbye, Carl cam. Now y'all can see a little bit more. Pepsi. I'm not mad, Sam. You can call me out and correct me. However, you're wrong about Pikachu. Hey, you, Pikachu. And even if you're right about it, you're wrong about it. That's my story, and I'm sticking to it. Can't. Some things you just, like, you know, can't accept. Oh, it's definitely Pepsi. It's the Diet Pepsi, Hervin. I believe in Pepsi.
Hell yeah.
As a product, not as a company. I think they've made some really stupid business decisions. And giving up in the fight against Coke was not a great move.
Yeah, you talk this shit, but
they taste better. They taste better.
They had the like 6th largest navy in the world at one point.
Pepsi did?
Yeah.
The heck?
They sold a bunch of stuff to the Soviet Union, and they didn't have money, so they gave them ships.
No way.
Yeah, so they gave them ships, and then...
What was Pepsi selling to the Soviet Union? Like, did they sell the government some drinks?
Yeah, they were selling them Pepsi because they didn't have it or whatever. They weren't allowed to have Coca-Cola, so Pepsi made them a deal.
Oh, dude, this just... It has an adjustment to unjank it.
I couldn't figure it out, so
Yeah, you just have to move it with your hand.
I tried that.
Move it to where it needs to be.
Listen,
and then
that's not...
Oh, and then you have to tighten this.
That's like going into somebody else's home and, like, you don't know where anything's at, you know?
Okay. Oh, it's so nice being able to use both my eyes on this one, though.
Okay. I'm going to flip this around here.
Some absolute animal has totally donked with this.
I'm pretty sure it's Clayton.
What are you doing, dude? You focus it with the left eye, and the right eye is out of focus. These you can individually turn each eye, and you have to have them the same. Otherwise, you get vertigo and throw up.
Yeah,
What
he
are we
needs a little
doing?
bit of coaching on that one then.
Yeah, so he just probably doesn't know about the controls on this thing. Somebody who does should probably tell him
Well, I was
that
like,
you can twist each eyepiece, and what you should do is focus it so that one eye is perfect, and then adjust the other eye to also be perfect. Just so, in case you didn't know, both microscopes do that.
oh no, I mean mine never gets touched because, you know. Although whenever you touch mine, your eyes are like 8 miles apart from each other. So I don't know what's
8
going
mile.
on. All right. Glen's so good at these, we can do them with our eyes closed, and that's my favorite part about PS5 HDMIs.
They are usually, not always, but usually very consistent and predictable.
Yes, and that's what I enjoy about them. But those Xbox Series X ones,
Those ones are unpredictable.
those are the wild boys, and I
wire
shudder
one
at
out.
them sometimes. I have nightmares of ripped traces.
Yeah.
Oh, Danny says that she can't get over the Pilk commercial with Lindsay Lohan.
Pilk?
Yeah, it was like Pepsi milk. Comes from a Pepsi cow,
Nope.
Oh,
Nope, I don't know about that.
it's probably better off
I'm
you
probably
don't.
probably better.
You
not knowing
probably
about
just don't want to know.
that. There are things in this world that you cannot unsee.
They're like, sweet, man-made horrors beyond our human comprehension. Waiting on this guy. He's got to heat up. We need this guy last. So this guy's not going yet. He's still a little matte colored. So we're waiting. We're waiting. It's the waiting game here. Also don't think that we can... I'm going to adjust your guys' view here. There we go. That'll be much better. More in line with what I'm saying. The camera loves to twist around.
Yeah. I need to Captain tape the mount again, like we had with the old camera.
Oh yeah, so it just doesn't move.
It just won't spin if you do that, but
Still waiting. Adjust him just a hair. Just a hair. There we go. There we go. Those back legs let go. You can kind of see him set up, and then you know he's good to go. And then it's just a gentle pull forward, not to knock that capacitor behind. Lift up. Any resistance you don't pull, but he let right up. So we're good. Carl sabotaged your camera? Yeah, honestly, sometimes I think Carl comes in here and just messes with me. Then other times I think, he just, why would he do that?
because he can't stop thinking about you.
He can't,
It's driving him
he's
crazy.
so jealous of me. He can't
Oh.
help himself.
So in love.
He can't help me. He can't help himself, so he's got to sabotage me. He wants me to have an excuse to talk to him, to be like, Carl,
Notice
I need
me,
your help. I
Brendan.
need a hero, Carl. I can't figure out why this is all weird.
Notice me.
Oh, I knocked that capacitor. He's back in place. He's fine.
Senpai Kizita, notice me.
Notice me, senpai. Notice me. A little bit of there. And there. Extra. Boom. Boom. Turn him off. All right. Pull the heat away. Clean it up. All right, let that cap have a little bit of time to make sure he doesn't go any crazy. It should be good now. He's on there. He's a little wonky, but he's on there. Okay. Add a little bit more flux, and then we put fresh solder on. Oh, you all will be happy to know I got the new guy watching Firefly, so
Yeah.
we're on episode 3.
Y'all taking forever.
Well, to be fair, we didn't watch it like consecutively for the most part
Okay.
because I was teaching him stuff. But
Well, that's probably for the best.
I said, hold on, while we're working here, let's go ahead and watch some Firefly.
I appreciate you guys staying on task.
Yeah,
As much as I hate that phrase, on task, because it reminds me of having a substitute teacher in middle school. You guys need to stay on task. Ah, I just smacked my capacitor.
You need a new one?
Maybe. Let me see if it's still on my solder braid.
Boom.
I got it.
That's good. That's good. Yeah, my guy almost got knocked off too by my braid. I was going a little quick on the raw for him.
The downside of being in a hurry.
Yeah. You need a HDMI?
I got one already.
You got one? Okay, cool. Jade Star says, whoops.
Oh, hey, Chris, how you doing?
Hi, girl, hi. Okay. Keep this guy back up. With the flux, we're going to wait for them to melt. So we just watch them. A little voyeurism when we watch these guys. One, two. Come on. 3, 4. Look at that. And then we give it a little bit. I'm also going to try to poke this guy. Just. It's not entirely melted yet. There we go. He's more in place now. All right. It's been long enough. Set this guy right in there. Get our flux. Come around the back. Just enough to kind of melt in the back. Hold this down. Oh. Flip this over. Get the heat away. And now we just wait for it to solidify. Act like solidify. And then boom. So now we clean it up, and we got to test all those pins, and I got to also not bump the hot iron. That would suck. Turn on our air. Okay. Sweet. All right. Now we got to test those pins. This is going to go crazy here. Let's see how far in can we go. So these guys all have to be tested. Make sure they shouldn't move at all with a little bit of force applied. If we see any movement, it's not good. We gotta touch them up. Nice. They're all set. So now we can lower this guy back down. We can flip this guy over. Finish off.
You get
this
them all
other-
good first try?
Oh, yeah.
Nice.
Come on, you do like hundreds of these, and then at that point, do this with my eyes closed. The HDMI master here, okay?
You mean the HDMI Meister?
The HDMI Meister, yeah. I like that even better. Sound like some sort of villain.
Right?
Okay, gotta clean this guy up. Wait. Nice, okay. Just a little bit of... Okay.
You're cleaning up your flux really good, right?
Yep.
Okay.
I'm the HDMI Meister, bro. I know what I'm doing.
Okay. I'm sorry. Don't mean to doubt you.
That silver pearls right there.
You're going to have to turn Clay into the HDMI Meister.
I'm working on
You're
it.
going to have to learn how to be the switch diagnostic GIMP.
GIMP.
Because that's what it feels like trying to run diagnostics on a Switch.
That is 100% true.
Feels like
There's torture.
Ball gag torture.
Yeah.
Yep.
Not even the fun kind. Switch diagnostic is just... Especially because you think you got it, and then you replace the part, and then you're like, did I do it right? And you're like, I know I did it right. But why isn't it working now?
Turns out it's something completely different.
It was something, and then it was like something
But
easy that you could have seen.
Can't test without fixing the other thing first.
Well, that is also the worst, I think. There's been a couple times where it's like if I saw the other component, and if I would have just looked a little bit closer, you see he's all messed up. It would have been fine. I would have been able to fix him.
Those also suck in hindsight, but at least those ones you can fix them.
When you learn
The
from
worst
doing
is when
them,
you can't fix them.
Oh yeah, I always hate when we have to call people and be like, "I'm sorry, your switch doesn't work." Like I can't fix it because it's got this one piece.
Because it had a broken HDMI port, which shorted out the M9 chip, and so we replaced the USB-C port.
I was like,
It had a
what?
broken USB-C port, which shorted out the M9 chip, and we replaced the USB-C port and the M9 chip, only to find out that after you do that, it turns out it also shorted out your Plus Max chip, which cannot be replaced.
Man,
Those things are so delicate, man. They have like no protection whatsoever from overvoltage, from static, whatever it is, man. They just get absolutely wrecked. And they have a USB-C style plug on them, but they don't speak USB-C language. So if you plug a fast charger into it, sometimes, not every time, but just sometimes, it destroys the entire freaking thing. Just bricks the main board. What kind of design choice was that? Like, if that wasn't intentional, then what the hell was it?
I just don't like thinking about it. I choose not to think about it. Oh, I got flux on the glove, so now it's gonna freak out. It's gonna have sticky fingers.
Sticky fingers.
Sticky fingers.
You got sticky fingers. You got sticky fingers, baby.
Okay. Oh God. Yeah, they got worse. Okay. Time for the thermal. This is the bit that is always so fun. Let's see. Will it work with me today? Stuff is always so crazy. It either works really, really well or it doesn't work at all. So I'm happy today it's working with me.
Gonna scooch my chair past. Oh, actually, I don't need to. I got a chair. Hey, have we been missing chats here?
Probably. I'm sorry, guys.
Oh my
We're
God.
trying really hard to
There's so
not
much.
be here any longer than we have to be.
So much. Facecam win. Facecam now. Facecam now. We should switch it and have so many stupid issues. True. It's almost like Nintendo planned that, right? Some more switches. Yep. They're in their Wario era. Protection circuits cost money. The fact that they aren't super clear about that info, also frustrating. Oh, we have another guy. Unlike the OG Game Boy that can literally survive through the field of battle. No, for real. Like house fires and bombs going off. They don't even care. Also, welcome to the stream, Cachulo. Truth, GB is legit tank. You can kill a man with the Xbox Duke controller and it would still work fine. This is also true.
We love those Duke controllers.
We do.
I used to play a Star Wars video game with that, and I don't remember which one it was, but it was so fun, and I just remember.
What was it like?
It was like a you would like control like vehicles, and like you could do this like mission bit where you would like have to survive waves of enemies. And I was like 6 years old, and I used to play that.
On original
awesome.
Xbox?
Yeah.
Was it one of the Battlefronts, maybe?
No, because it wasn't one where you could play as one of the soldiers. Because my parents wouldn't let me play that, you know.
Okay.
And I'm like, Brendan, what are you playing? Actually, that was the one thing about growing up with a dad that knew about video games is you couldn't get away with being like, this one's totally fine, Dad. And he'd be like, really? This says Grand Theft Auto on it.
It's about a squirrel, Dad. It's fine.
That's about a squirrel. I remember I went to a play and trade and I bought... it was Destroy All Humans, and I had to hide it from my parents, and they eventually found it. I got in trouble.
Got in trouble for Destroy All Humans, really?
Yeah.
Oh, it's not even that bad.
It was teen. I wasn't allowed to buy teen games. I was like 9 years old or whatever, 10 years old.
Oh, you were a little baby.
I was a boy. I was a young boy. My parents were like, "This is gonna mess you up. Don't do that." And I was like, "I can't help myself."
Oh, they were right though.
Well, then they let me have me unfettered access to World of Warcraft.
Oh no, nothing mess you up faster than an MMO, dude.
It's crack cocaine for my little 15-year-old brain.
Real actual addiction. People make the comparison to crack cocaine as a joke, but it is...
No, they did a study and found that it
similar.
affects your brain exactly the way that it's either cocaine or heroin. It's one of the two. In terms of addiction and like how addictive it is. And I totally believe it because I was 13 and when I first started playing and that's all I would think about day and night for like 3 or 4 years straight. So
Jade Star says it's stream tanking, or is it me? It looks like it's working on our end. We got 0 drop frames, 10,000 kilobits a second. Cachulo says, I want to mod my OG Xbox, but I'm pretty sure the modding process requires to short the CPU with a few cables. Yeesh.
No thanks.
Yeah, there's mod chips you can do on the original Xbox. You say Xbox or Xbox One? Yeah, OG Xbox. You can actually soft mod it without having to even open it up. It just involves having a copy of Splinter Cell and one of those memory card to USB adapters. I would Google that. It's definitely a thing that works. It's got to be the first Splinter Cell, I think, and it does like a buffer overrun error, and then it runs whatever code you have on the memory card, which you use the USB adapter to install custom code on that memory card from your computer,
and then you use Splinter Cell to break the Xbox so that it runs that code. And then you can install custom firmware without even having to open the console up at all.
And you would just wonder how people figured this out, you know?
I know, right? Somebody somewhere accidentally broke Splinter Cell in some kind of a way that they figured out would also allow them to break the Xbox. Or do you think maybe
the dev, like
one of the devs did it on purpose so that he could mod his Xbox?
He knew exactly what he was doing.
You think so?
I would have to say there's no way a guy would know that it's going to execute whatever you put on a little USB adapter. You know what I mean? Like there would have been no way.
Jade Star, what's wrong with our Wi-Fi? It should be good. Are you on Ultima Thule or Waifu? Which Wi-Fi are you on? Oh, dang it. Come on. Let's see if I can get that cable routed properly without having to redo the thermals. Yeah, there we go.
What's this new Pokemon game? There's a new Pokemon.
Oh yeah, Pokopia. It's
what the heck?
It's Pokemon, Animal Crossing, Minecraft.
Wait, what?
It's all three together.
That's a combo.
Yeah.
Wombo combo.
You play as a Ditto who turns into a human, kind of. The way that Dittos do.
That has a bit of an implication to it. Wait, really? They can do that?
Yeah.
Like that kind of changes a lot of things. That, like,
bro, you need to stop right now.
Well, no, I mean, like,
I don't like where you're going with this.
Not that it's like, I'm just like the implication is that like a Ditto could commit a crime impersonating somebody, you know, and then like, how do they, like, or how can I, like, how could you ever prove that like I didn't do that? That was a Ditto turned into me, and like burned down the orphanage.
because the Ditto is a little bit obvious. It's a simplified version of you with weird derpy eyes. You know, it's obvious. Which is funny though, because
just look at the game because I've got so many questions.
If you guys go back and watch the original Pokemon, it was actually like a thing. Yeah, canon in the anime that Dittos can turn into anything, and they can actually look exactly like the thing. The ones that have the Ditto derp eyes were actually, that was like a thing in one of the episodes. It's like, my Ditto can't quite transform right. It's got derpy eyes, and then I don't remember the exact thing behind it, but they kind of retconned it. But from what I understand, the canon for what it means to be a Ditto used to mean that you could transform perfectly and look exactly like what you were supposed to. But I guess everybody liked the derpy-eyed Ditto and being able to tell the things were a Ditto, so they changed it.
So, like, do you interact with other humans?
Correct me now, Sam. I'm ready for the correction on that. Duplica's Ditto, yeah. Duplica's Ditto had the derp eyes, and everybody liked it. So they're like, well, I guess now all the Dittos do. Yeah, okay, I was right on that one. Yay!
That has almost as many implications as the Cabela's games have for the Dangerous Hunts. Almost.
These Cabela's games are wild. They got the implication, huh? So, like, you're out there, like, looking for cougars, right? And the cougar's like, come on this yacht with me.
No, not the implication. The implication. No, it's not always sunny. It's the whole thing was like these lions or whatever, and the lions technically were like these other animals are fighting for the lions, so it implies that like the lions have a hierarchy of like
they're in control of the rest of the
and you murder just so many animals in that game, and it's like so they were all working for the lions to try to stop you. So it's like so there's a lion army consisting of hyenas, wolves, and bears and buffaloes and like all this crazy stuff, and yeah, it's never really explained. Because
by the way, I apologize for all the chats that I missed here. If y'all need to resubmit a question or something, I'll try again to answer it now that I'm not at the microscope. But yeah, like you were saying, Cabela's it's weird, man. It doesn't make a lot of sense.
Well, if it's only the one game, because like the other games,
there's a bunch of Dangerous Hunts, aren't there?
No, there's only two that are technically tied together that like have the implications. There's Dangerous Hunts 2011.
I didn't put the freaking CPU clamp on.
Oh, what a loser.
I know, seriously.
I never forget because I've had to stop and go back so many times.
You have forgotten so many times that you do not forget anymore.
Yeah, it just it hurts me to go back, so I won't do it.
At least I didn't get all of them in.
You know how I avoid that issue, by the way? So whenever I set this metal bit aside that's on top, whenever I flip it over, I put the CPU clamp on top of it, so I can't.
Oh.
If I move that, I have to physically put that on top because it's like I see it right there.
I miss having a whole ass workbench instead of like this weird hodgepodge of whatever the hell we've got here with the stream computer and the oscilloscope. And
you should talk to the guy in charge. He keeps doing this weird stuff.
I know he sucks. Sam says Dangerous Hunts 2011 and 2013.
Yes. Yeah, Sam watched the video. Carl and I watched the video, and I was never the same after that because I was like, I didn't really think about it until the guy we were watching the video who was talking about it, Mandalore, he was like explaining this, and I'm like, wait a second. This is like one of those things that you don't really think about until someone points it out, and now all I can think about is that.
Cachulo says, is one of you working on that one funny console?
Funny console.
Which one? Are we talking about the Amiga from the road trip, or are we talking about something else? Which console are we talking about? Funny one.
Or what about what was it? Was the Amiga the one we pulled down all the screens for?
The one full of flex cables.
Which one are you talking about?
Flex cables.
I don't remember. I don't recall.
Like a Virtual Boy that has the ribbon that sucks, or 3DSs that have a bunch of cables.
Oh, this one girl, that reminds me. This one girl came in and she opened up her 2DS and was asking me to help her, and I was like, and she was wondering why her bumper didn't work.
Did you spray it with contact cleaner?
No, her bumper was actually, she had used it so much that the board had been destroyed on the corner.
Oh, it sheared off.
Not that it sheared off, it just snapped, and like a corner of it that like was there had broken, and Yule was standing there, and she was like trying to talk to him, and he's like really busy, and I just happened to walk by because I was gonna go get some lunch, and so I was like, oh, I'll help you, and then it turned into about a 15-minute ordeal, and I had to lay it down because it was very clearly very like special to her. I'm like, I am really sorry, but this is broken and it cannot be fixed.
That's gnarly.
The whole board is just snapped.
I ain't having to tell people that, but like, there's some stuff that's just not doable. Some stuff is just not fixable.
Well, and if I thought I could like figure out how to get that to state, but it was like the whole bumper then was like wiggling off, and I'm like, I don't think you can really salvage that.
Well, you don't want to overpromise and underdeliver. You know what I mean? Like, I
exactly,
could probably fix that, and then you can't. It's not a good look.
It didn't look like something that I was like, oh, it looks very simple, right?
It was a 2DS,
and it was something we just don't work on. So I was like,
because they're the worst, man. They really are the absolute worst.
Well, that one, we popped off the back, right? It has that ribbon on the back that connects.
Is it a regular 2DS?
Yeah, that like weird flat guy.
Yeah.
And so we popped off the ribbon, but I was like, I don't know how you would access the front. Like, it looks like you might unscrew a couple things, but I'm like, I don't know enough to just want to pull anything out. So I was like, listen, I'll go in the back and touch up the joints here with solder, but I don't think it'll do anything. And she was pretty sweet about it. She's like, oh, I guess I'm going to have to figure out how to get a new one. And I'm like, sorry.
Yeah, that's a bummer, but what do you do? Danny says, aren't those notorious on difficulty? Anything in the Nintendo handheld family after the SP is notoriously difficult. So original DS, DS Lite, 3DS, 2DS, all of those are a nightmare to work on. They crammed a ton of stuff into a tiny little space, and they used 5-6 different kinds of connectors in there, and sometimes it's hard to tell which kind of connector it is until you get right up on it. And some of them you have to flip up, and some of them, if you try to flip them up, they break permanently. And the ribbons are very delicate, and they're twisted together and routed through the hinge. And one thing that we've run into a lot with 3DSs and 2DSs that is actually, it's not on Nintendo. I don't understand why this is a phenomenon, but we saw a very serious and clear pattern is people trying to fix it themselves breaking it to the point where it's not doing like it'll turn on but it won't do something that they want it to do, like the R button doesn't work, or if you hit it it resets, right? And then when you open it up, whatever it is that they broke on it falls apart even more, and then it won't turn on, and then they come in and they're like, you made it worse, you broke my system. I'm like, bro, you brought me a booby trap. This is an actual booby trap. Yeah. I want a 3DS XL someday. Oh, I see. Danny, she mistyped something because she's playing Repo with friends while she's watching the stream.
Oh, I wanted to play that game. I haven't played it.
You haven't played Repo?
I was a Lethal Company guy. We played so much Lethal Company.
Lethal Company's all right. Repo is
What
the
do you mean
same
it's all
basic
right? That was
formula.
life, bro. The quota.
It's the same basic formula, but it's better.
I don't know. We played with the Skinwalker mod, so
Oh.
I just would go around and go, I am a Skinwalker, or I'd be like, I am not a Skinwalker. And then, like, I would, like, you'd see the Skinwalker would come up with my voice, and it would say that. And it would say it to people, and they would think it's me because I would constantly
You've
say
already been
yeah,
saying
and so it would fake them out all the time. And then the Skinwalker would grab them and then kill them. That was just really funny.
That's the problem I had with Lethal Company, though, is the monsters were very, very, like, unfairly difficult.
Oh,
it wasn't like there was, like, a correct course of action that made sense that you could figure out that you could ever get away, right? I had one, the Scissor Man or whatever, the very first time I saw him, he showed up,
really
I was cut in
rough,
half, and then he disappeared in, like, less than half a second. I'm like, what did I do wrong?
I didn't like him. He wasn't a good addition. The only one that I feel was like really crazy was the Nutcracker, but I found out with the Nutcracker guy, you just can't move when he like does his little thing with the gun and he like looks around.
That's good to know.
Yeah, he's the only one that I ever was like had any real issue with. The dogs, you can't talk, right? You can't make noise.
You gotta be quiet and you gotta crouch.
The bobblehead guys, the spring heads,
you gotta look at those.
Yeah,
but
you
they
have to
make it
look
hard
at
to
them.
Get out though.
Oh, the worst is like there's two of you in a room and there's one there and you're like you have to run away first because you don't want to be the guy that's stuck watching it.
Right.
Because you can't see what's behind you.
It takes a moment to open the door. So.
And then they added this one moon where there's this like little baby alien that cries and you have to pick him up.
Yeah.
And if you don't pick him up, he starts crying and then he turns into an even worse thing.
Yeah, and then he kills you.
Yeah, he's annoying.
Seen that one. Then there's a little ghost girl that if you start seeing her, you're basically you're done. You just have to go back to the ship. There's nothing you can do.
Well, and she'll still kill you in the ship is the best part.
Really? She'll go to the ship?
Yeah, she'll kill you in the ship.
That's my point.
It's just a matter of time for her.
My point with that one is that you have to get money. You have to make money or you die.
Yeah.
And you have monsters that just basically completely lock out your day.
Yeah.
If you haven't made enough money for the day by the time you encounter that monster, you're done.
We have a mod for a Bracken that's Goku, and when he kills you, he shouts, "Hey, it's me, Goku." That's actually pretty amazing.
I love that.
The worst is when you turn around or you're talking to somebody and then you hear a neck snap and you turn around and see him dragging away your friend's body and you're like, "Whoa!" Ah!
Cachulo says, I recently worked on my OG 3DS and I'm sure I accidentally broke the Wi-Fi cable because it won't connect to the internet even though I can still find the Wi-Fi signal. I can't remember what the inside of the original 3DS looks like. Or, wait, 3DS, right? Oh, 3DS. Yeah, actually, I bet you $1. Your Wi-Fi ribbon, it's that little antenna. It goes through the hinge and around. Oh my God, why did it do that? Whoop. Close out, you. Zoom out, please. Do it. There we go. Okay, so your Wi-Fi antenna routes underneath the cartridge slot, and then there's that little circuit board box that it connects to. And then that box can be plugged or unplugged from the main board. I would double check that your Wi-Fi chip is actually properly plugged in. You're more likely to have a damaged Wi-Fi chip, or it's not connected properly to the Wi-Fi chip, or the Wi-Fi chip connector where it connects to the board might be damaged. That's all way more likely than the actual antenna itself being broken. Those things are pretty robust. That being said, I don't work on those because I hate them so much. They fill me with rage.
Rage.
Primal rage.
Well, my HDMI looks great. Look at that.
So beautiful.
The HDMIster is out at it again. He can't be stopped. Okay.
Putting in some notes.
Yep. Well, dang, what is that? That's you did 2, I did 1, so we got 3 plus those controllers. We were pretty productive today.
Not bad. Well, we did stay a little later than we planned on, but I just got to finish putting this.
I do it for the chat, you know?
For the chat. The Giga Chat.
The Giga Chat.
Irvin, you still haven't picked up that Wonder Swan? Get in here, bro. It's free.
W's in the chat.
Woo-hoo. Better than an F in the chat.
F's in the chat, boys.
F's in the chat. F's in the chat.
Okay.
Is it B's in the trap? What is it? What's she singing in that song?
There's some hoes in this house.
Not that one.
Oh. So
Kachula says, what I did break was the infrared chip because it sits right below the 2 different screw holes, and I tried to screw in a longer screw that goes in beside it. Oh, bummer, dude. Yeah, we always got to map our screws here just because that kind of thing can happen so often. Let me show you our screw map here for the PS5. I've already done most of the reassembly, but screw map. Even though I've done this a million times and I know which screws go where, it always helps me just kind of keep my. It's a good habit to get into. It always keeps me from making any stupid mistakes if I'm like distracted or talking to somebody or streaming. Irvin says that would be a great clip moment. From this stream? Wait, what did I miss? What was a good clip? Oh, yeah, maybe from the screw. I don't know. Is that what he was talking about? I'm
not sure what he's referencing.
I'm not sure. We'll have to go back and look.
Explain to us in layman's terms.
In layman's terms.
We're 2 idiots sitting here.
Explain it to me like I'm mentally disabled because I am.
I can't be trusted.
Steve says you need a GameCube screw map. No, dude, I just make the map every time I'm. What do you mean? I don't have like a pre-printed out form. I actually did think about doing that, and then it was too much work and not enough reward. But no, I make the maps as I go. Pull the screw out and put it in relation to the other screws in such a way that makes it a map that I can read. Or Steve might be just giving me a hard time because that one time I put a GameCube back together and there was an extra screw. Is that what this is about, Steve? Is that what we're doing today? Is that how it's going to be?
Everyone's dogging on you today, dude.
Fight me, bro.
Everyone wants a piece of Michael today.
You break off a piece.
Everybody. How can you see into my eyes? All right.
The chip is like $8, Cachulo says, for I'm assuming the infrared chip.
Oh, you know what he was referencing? I think I know what he was talking about.
What?
When we were singing that song and what I said, I think that's what he's referencing.
Okay.
I'm gonna assume. I want to
I've
believe
got the
that
goldfish
sometimes.
brain. What song were we singing?
Remember, you were singing something, and I was like, "There's some hoes in this house," and you're like, "That's not the song."
Not that one. Okay,
That
yeah.
was pretty. That
I
was.
forgot
that was
all
good.
about that.
And the 2 seconds in which it happened last time. That's the only thing I can
I
think
tell
about.
you,
That
man,
was
my
funny in
brain
the
is
last 10
made
minutes.
of garbage. I'm hoping the creatine helps my mental situation the way that the internet is telling me it should. But if not, I'm gonna be in a home by the time I'm 50. You're gonna be in one of those memory care centers, I swear.
Well, all they need to do is just lay out some of your like childhood games in front of you, and you'll just revert back to being a young boy.
I'm a kid again.
Woohoo!
Who are
Mom,
you
can
again?
I play on my Super Nintendo?
Dude, when I said I wanted to forget playing those games so I could experience them for the first time again, I didn't realize that meant I would also forget what I did 5 minutes ago every hour on the hour.
And you wet your pants.
Oh, yeah, I forgot about that part. I'll have you guys know during the road trip, I did not shit myself enough for it to count. When we ran out of gas in Beaver and we had to walk a mile to the gas station, the moment we stopped the car, instant like explosive diarrhea cramps, and I got out of the car and I'm like, I gotta walk a mile like this. It was a bad time, but afterwards everything was good and the car actually started working a lot better, so go figure. Anyway,
Oh, the chat must have definitely censored, because all we saw was you say W's in the chat, and then that would be a great clip moment. That's all we saw. That is YouTube.
he's got to be talking about WAP.
Yeah.
We're going to be talking about that. All right. Now I'm going to test this and then we're going to go. So heads up, guys. We'll be out of here in like 5 minutes or so. So if you got anything super important you want to share with the class, now's your chance before we call the stream a night.
Oh.
We're going to test this and then put it in the notes.
Did Michael do a good job? Let's take our bets.
I guarantee
Is Michael
it's good. I
also
might need
the
to spray contact cleaner.
HDMI-ster?
Should I spray contact cleaner preemptively?
Nope.
No?
I never do. I don't
Really?
do it anymore. I do it just the right amount that I don't have to.
I'm overfluxing it, you think?
You're overfluxing, bro. You're wasting flux.
Yeah, but the thing is, when I do that extra Bama flux at the end,
I mean, I do it too, but I don't.
I
don't
never have
put-
to touch up a pin. Never.
Oh, no,
ever.
I do the same thing, but I don't add it's so much that it overflows back into the port.
I think it's the flux cleaner it's like picking up the flux and going into the port.
It might be because I use the isopropyl. I don't really use the flux cleaner on
You're
that
not using the flux cleaner?
because I don't want it to melt that plastic. I have that weird fear of it now.
It works so well. It's only cosmetic melting. It's not like
Well, that's why I
structural
do
melting.
the IPA, and it's fine. It works fine. I get it all cleaned up. It looks good. Oh yeah.
Contact cleaner.
You reset it. What did you say?
Hmm?
No, yeah. See, it didn't say. He says I reset it. Hopefully, you can see it this time. And what's funny is I'm a moderator on here, and I can't see it. So,
Irvin, text my phone number. What you said.
yeah, I would love to know if you were referencing me being funny for once in my life. That'd make me feel so good. That'd make my night.
You have that USB-C?
It's on the controller behind the PlayStation. Behind it. Behind. The jar, the lid. That's a SpongeBob reference. I think you're a little bit too old to get that one.
I did not like SpongeBob.
Get the hell out of here.
It's not-
Michael, I
it's not-
quit. I'm out.
It's just not my jam. Why does it got to be my jam for you to come work here?
I'm supposed to be making SpongeBob references. That's all I got.
SpongeBob?
SpongeBob.
SpongeBob is very big in Japan. They like SpongeBob a lot.
I mean, because he's funny.
Sure. I've seen bits and pieces. I've seen clips and stuff, but I haven't watched whole episodes on purpose.
Yeah, there's your problem. Although you only need to watch like the first 1, maybe 2 seasons, and then you've seen basically everything you need to see.
Okay.
You need to get up to the point where you see handsome Squidward, and then I think you're good.
I'm familiar with Handsome Squidward.
Yeah, where they slam his door into or his face into the door, and because of that, they make him like even hotter because they're trying to make him ugly.
Uh-huh.
Although my favorite is when they're like, think of Squilliam in his underwear, and they go, "Oh my God, he's hot," and I just love that. Oh, hell yeah.
Everything's
Cowabunga.
You put in yours as need to contact, right?
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah,
cool.
we'll put them in there, and then I will have Clayton call him tomorrow. And let him know what is up. Heck yeah.
Successful mission.
So we're down to 65 items in the line.
Yay! Turn off, please. There we go.
And now we can sing our closing out song. There's some hoes in this house.
Closing time.
Actually, that might be better.
One last call for alcohol. So finish your whiskey or beer. Closing time. You don't have to go home, but you can't stay here. I know who I wanna take me home. I know who I wanna take me home.
He sent a picture.
Yeah, I said there's hoes in this house. And yeah, they filtered it every single time. They didn't even tell you that they filtered it. That's wild. All right. Thanks for coming along, guys. We're gonna go ahead and call that a night. I appreciate you guys coming in and joining us and hanging out and chatting and keeping us company while we work on all this shit.
We even got Nate here this time. That was pretty cool.
It was cool. And I think next week it sounds like we might have a Sam Stork. So
that'd be pretty neat.
Fingers crossed. That would be a good time. All right. Have a great night, guys. Love y'all.
Bye, guys.
You